Justin's been so impressive all season long, but last week was a little bit of a hiccup, fewer than 100 yards passing.
You know what? That's going to happen sometimes, but it's not how you start. It's how you finish the game. They finished the game with the W. Tonight's a whole new night. Slate is clean, water under the bridge. What you got to do is establish the line of scrimmage, play ahead of the sticks, and take what they give you. And when they give you an inch, you take that mile, baby.
So we are ready to go. Bobcats start between the hash marks with two receivers, including a tight end to the right. That's Lencioni in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Adam Jones probing for room. Gets hit in the backfield and gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This is a Stephen F. Austin team that finished the regular season third in the nation, allowing just 88 rushing yards per game. So they have been incredibly stout stopping the run, Leo.
And in a game like this, you have to attack their strengths and key in on their weaknesses. We got to attack them with the ground game. They lead. They're the top five nation team for tackles for loss, which we just saw here, right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, catch at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Lamson. He looks to throw, fires into the flat, caught by Adam Jones with the numbers right side upfield to the 25, and he stopped there for no gain. So caught it in the backfield and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and the Bobcats face 3rd and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jabez Woods, Chris Long into the game for 4 wide receivers along with Dowler and Steele. Adam Jones still in the backfield.
When you got two similar programs going against each other, you're going to have a little bit of a stalemate. Those first couple plays, you're getting a feel for each other. Again, this is chess, not checkers. So you got to be able to dial in, execute this big-time third down situation.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Lamson looks to throw, looks over the middle, and tripped up and sacked. Boy, he was stepping up, and it was Kai Thomas who kind of came out of nowhere. He was like a snake in the grass, and the former rodeo athlete wraps up Justin Lamson, and for Kai Thomas, it's his 7th sack this season.
Did a great job working the edge on Berkman-style. Now, when you got someone that's a defensive end lined up on the interior side, you want to set inside out, which he did. He just beat him around the corner, a little NASCAR, get to the hill marks and turn and burn.
So SFA, 5th in the nation in points per game allowed, stands tall, and they'll grab a little momentum after that 3 and out. Here's the snap. Broker gets the punt off. High spiral kick. That thing bounces at the 45-yard line in SFA territory, and then it is stopped there. So they'll get very, very good field position to start this thing. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org and go Bobcats. All right, SFA led by former Grizzly quarterback Sam Vidlak heads out onto the field. They will start this thing at their own 46-yard line, so some prime field position for SFA, which averaged 36 points per game this season. This crowd getting loud. 1 man in motion from right to left, so 2 receivers on either side. Shotgun formation from the middle of the field. Snap. Vidlak turns left, hands it off. Wembley bounced the outside with room to the 50-yard line, turns upfield, and met by Bryce Grebe, shy of the first down marker, but a big 8-yard gain by Jarrell Wembley, the senior from Houston, Texas, who comes in with 940 yards on the season.
SFA did a great job establishing the edge.
Here's the snap. They pitch it to Wembley, running to his left, turns upfield the numbers, picks up the first down as he's upended by Caden Dowler out to the plus 40-yard line. It's Carson Williams and Seth Johnson as the cornerbacks, Meredith and Dowler at the safety spots, and Bryce Grebe and Cole Taylor at the linebacker spots. 1st and 10. Vidlak claps his hands, takes the low snap, fakes the handoff, throws near side. It is caught, and a good quick tackle by Carson Williams. That was Blaine Green, the wide receiver on the near side, who's 6'2", 209, who makes the catch. And again, 2nd and short at the 32-yard line.
Big-time opportunity right here. You know they're going to try to stretch the field. I would look for a little screen pass to the nub side over here. Just a quick release. We're lined up in quarters.
Vidlak takes the shotgun snap, takes the handoff. He throws on a slant, incomplete, a little bit behind the wide receiver Blaine Green on the near side, on the right side. So that one incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 2, and just like that, Leo, this is a massive early portion of the game with 12 minutes to go, first quarter, no score.
You got to keep them on their heels. You got to keep them guessing. You got to dial up a little bit of pressure. Now, Montana State, we've done a great job all season being able to get home without utilizing a whole lot of blitz. So I expect a little bit of heat coming off the edge here.
Zach Cruz into the game now as well on the Bobcat D-line. Here's the snap. Vidlak looking to throw on the near side, and it is caught at the 6 for a first down. Quickly ushered out of bounds. That was Derek Bowler making his 18th catch of the year. He also has 5 touchdowns and just a quick hitter and a fresh set of downs inside the 30 for SFA.
That's going to be part of the bubble area, especially when you see a defense like ours line up in quarters.
First down, shotgun snap. Vidlak fakes the handoff, now takes a shot toward the end zone. That ball is incomplete. Bowler had a step on Williams, and he overthrew him by an eyelash.
Bowler running a vertical go route. One-on-one, mono on the sideline there. Boy, Sam Vidlak, he can really get that ball out, up and out really quick.
Completes 67% of his passes this year, averages over 200 passing yards per game. Vidlak takes the shotgun snap on second down, hands it off. Wembley, caught by Paul Pratt. Oh, baby, what a bear hug by the Billings native.
The Magic City Bobcat making a big play. Hey, is it still 41 degrees down there, Dan?
It is. It's warming up, though.
Tell you what, Paul Pratt, a climate of his own down there.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's got steam coming out of his ear holes there.
In his 54th career game, his 13th career TFL. 3rd and 11 now. SFA at the 28-yard line. Bobcat defense trying to stand tall after the Bobcat offense went 3 and out and put the defense in a tough spot. This crowd getting loud. Under 11 to play in the first quarter, no score. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right, tight end in a fullback position. Here's the snap. Vidlak sacked. Lost the football. Kenny Iden coming around the edge. He delivers the sack. He strips the football, and the Bobcats recover on his graduation day. The Bozeman Hawk, Kenny Iden with the strip sack, of the Bobcats recover the football.
You know, I saw Kenny Iden's dad on the way over. He was lined up for the prowl, and I said, I can't wait to call number 11 tonight, and look what we got. First treat, early Christmas present in the first quarter, baby. And Zach Cruz comes up in a big way with that fumble recovery. Defensive ends getting it done, and it starts in the trenches. Now we got to keep this momentum rolling on the offensive side.
Ken Iden in his 58th career game records his 25th career sack, and he forces the fumble. The Bobcats now take over at their own 35-yard line. 10:48 to go. First quarter, no score. The Bobcat defense making a massive play. Julius Davis in it, running back. Here's the snap. Lamson will throw. Fires over the far side. Caught by Dane Steele and wrapped up right away at about the 40-yard line. Boy, that is a heck of a tackle by Jalen Mayo, a first-team all-conference corner in the Southland.
Hey, he plays like one. He's lined up double coverage because we've got 2 receivers lined up on that side, and he just makes a great read on the route. But Dane Steele's a tough dude, man. He almost slithered out of that one.
Dane Steele is as slithery as it gets. 2nd and 6. Bobcats on the right hash at their own 39-yard line. Scoreless game. Snap and a flag. Yep, Bobcats kind of flinched. Honestly, it looked like it was the whole offensive line.
Yeah, it looks like the snap was just a little ill-timed.
Let's get the call. Couple flags on the field.
Yeah, Justin's pleading the case that they were drawn on. The defense is in the neutral zone.
All right, well, let's see.
Delay of game. Defense, number 22. Using signals that stimulate the snap count. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
Listen to that crowd roar after that. Are there many crowds in the country that get that loud after a 5-yard penalty?
No, but ours do, especially when it's not against us.
Big penalty that sets up 2nd and 1 for the Bobcats now at their own 44-yard line after Ken Iden's strip sack helped force the turnover. The Bobcats have the football, driving from right to left, looking for their first down of the day. Lencioni in motion, stops on the left side of the line, snap to Lamson, hands it off on the read, and Julius Davis bottled up. Lost a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and short, but I'll tell you what, this front force, SFA, is very good. That was number 22, Xavier Potts, who got the stop in the front.
They are very stout up front, but what you got to be able to do is get underneath, and if you have to, give ground to gain ground. You got to keep your feet moving, keep a nice balance, a nice stance, because base and balance equals a lot of power.
3rd and 3 now for this Bobcat offense. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, single tight end right of the line. Adam Jones, the running back. Lamson making a check at the line. Play clock winding down. 6 and then 5. Looks over to his right. Now 4 on the play clock. Out of the shotgun formation, he takes the snap. On 3rd down, throws near side. Adam Jones makes the catch. 40-45, angling toward the 50, inside the numbers as he picks up the first down. Into plus territory, out to the SFA 48-yard line, and Adam Jones on the screen with a nice scramble, and the Bobcats have a first down.
That's a beautiful play. Chris Long and Dane Steele out there blocking their tails off, giving him an alley, and designed perfectly one-on-one in the hole with the safety for the first down.
Dow to the left, Steele and Long to the right. Lencioni, the tight end, left of the line. Adam Jones, the running back. Now Lencioni moves over to the right side on 1st and 10. The snap. Lamson looking to throw, looking deep. Now fires to his outlet on the far side, caught at the line of scrimmage, and Adam Jones tackled right away. Very good tackle coming in over there on that far side by SFA.
They're going to be able to hit that wheel route or even like a little flood concept right here against this defense, the way they're giving us such a cushion out there. They're lining up in cover 2. Got to be patient, but work the sideline at the same time. Great job by Lamson working through his reads, and that goes to show you his football expertise right there.
Hello, Nate Dobler tuned in from Chicago today. 3 receivers to the right, Adam Jones in the backfield. Here's the snap, play action, throws over the middle, and it's caught by Dane Steele at the 35-yard line between the half. Breaks a tackle to the 30, powering forward to the 25-yard line. Dane Steele, big-time catch over the middle, and then showing some strength for some yak. The Bobcats have a first down up to the 25-yard line of the Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks try to axe him, but he says, nope, let me get through a couple of you guys. Takes 3 of you to take me down. Love it.
No score, 7:50 to go, first quarter with the clock winding. Bobcat offense went 3 and out to start the day, and then a strip sack by Ken Iden recovered by the Bobcats. Dowler lined up as a running back with Adam Jones. He motions out of the backfield. Here's the snap. They throw the screen to Dowler far side at the 30-yard line, gets to the 25 with a stiff arm, up the right sideline to the 20, spins off of at the 15, skitters along the 5, and dives for the end zone. He is just short, but a flag is on the play at the 10-yard line. Taco Dowler, boy, oh boy, he was slithering down that right sideline, broke a number of tackles, but let's see what the penalty is.
Aggressive blocking by Jabez Woods because he pancaked this dude over there on the sideline.
Offense, number 84. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, remains first down.
So Dane Steele with the hold. See where this thing gets spotted. It does depend on where that penalty was. So there still is going to be some positive yardage here for Montana State.
The key is, though, it's a first down.
Yes, sir, Uncle Dan. And watching the replay there, yeah, he did get his hands just outside of the shoulders. He wasn't holding onto him per se, but the refs see those hands go outside the shoulders like that, it's going to be a flag every time.
All right, so the Bobcats have the ball set up at the 19-yard line. They're in the red zone for the first time today. First team to make a trip into the red zone. And I believe it's first and 10? Yeah. All right, here we go. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Snap, Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis looking for the hole, breaks through, and then stopped. Boy, he kind of got through that first wave, but one of the safeties came down and delivered a big hit. I think that was Cameron Reddick, number 38.
That was number 38, Mr. Reddick. SFA lines up with 5-man front, mono when we try to run that inside zone scheme. He's got to be able to get underneath them, and if they play strong gap integrity, he's got to wash them to the side.
One receiver to the right, one to the left, 2 tight ends. Hunter Province and Rocky Lencioni on the right side. Here's the snap. Lamson looking to throw on second down. He fires, and it's caught underneath by one of the tight ends. That's Lencioni up to the 15-yard line, tackled from behind as he tumbles toward the 10. They mark him at the 11, and that is just shy of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats at the 11-yard line of SFA.
We've been in a 3rd and 1 situation in similar territory before. We go all the way back to that Gold Rush game. We know how important a yard is. You got to get it done. Will it to fruition.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and we've got a flag on the play.
False start. Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, remains 3rd down.
That's a killer. That'll make it 3rd and 6 rather than 3rd and 1. Back the Bobcats up to their to the 16-yard line of SFA.
You got to be able to fight adversity, but you want to create any for yourself on 3rd down. No drive-killing penalties. I know points wins games, but we want to finish each red zone trip in the end zone.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Dowler and Jones lined up in the backfield. So this is a new look with Taco. Dowler lined up on the left hip of Lamson, Jones on the right hip. Now Dowler motions out of the backfield over to the right side. Here's the snap. Lamson will throw, looking right, now throws under pressure, caught by Dowler at the 5, spins ahead for the goal line. He's down at the 1. Oh, he almost snuck in there. He was on the defender, but Taco Dowler takes it to the doorstep of the goal line.
Great job, man. It's Taco Tuesday on a Catter Friday. It's so weird, man. The whole different, just the atmosphere. Friday Night Lights, only show in the nation. We got to be able to show who we are and what we're about right here, right now.
5:33 to go in the first quarter with the clock running. The Bobcats and Lumberjacks are scoreless. It's first and goal from the 1. Adam Jones, the deep back. Couple of tight ends, 3 tight ends. Here's the snap. Turns left, hands it off. Adam Jones dives for the goal line, running into the wall, waiting for the signal. He is, no signal yet. He's in. Touchdown, Bobcats. Adam Jones from 1 yard out scores his 27th career rushing touchdown to the Bobcats. Strike first up 6-0 with 5:13 to go in the first.
That's a situation why the offensive linemen wear back pads. You know, sometimes you just got to stick your face mask in and try to push across the goal line and say, sorry, fellas, at least we scored.
So the Bobcats do convert on the strip sack from Ken Iden. Zach Cruz with the fumble recovery, and Adam Jones caps it with a 1 yard rushing touchdown. Now the PAT, Brody Johnson snaps it. Froker puts it down, and Miles Sanstead, who graduated earlier today, puts it up and through. And Sanstead now has hit 37 consecutive PATs over the last 7 games. We'll step aside. 5:13 to go, first quarter.
Media timeout.
Bobcats leading the Lumberjacks 7-0. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
The values that built this state are the same that forged Montana State University in 1893 and molded our agricultural landscape. At Montana Farm Bureau, we stand for those same ideals of grit, hard work, determination, and individual freedom. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice, shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana, Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org and go Bobcats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Keaton Galogly alongside Leo Davis and Dan Davies. The Bobcats strike first on an Adam Jones 1 yard rushing touchdown. And the Bobcats leading 7-0 against SFA in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Dan Davies down the field right now, and Dan always sweet to score after forcing a turnover.
Yeah, that's huge. You're making a statement early in this football game, get a takeaway, and drive it right down for points. That's huge in this first quarter.
And Leo, that was a big swing of momentum, which we'll get to in a second, as Colby Froker kicks this away from right to left, end over end, and a fair catch called for as it bounces in the end zone. But a huge swing of momentum because the Cats were kind of on their heels here.
Yeah, they really were. They were kind of creeping on our doorstep a little bit, but that's the best way to be able to set the tone, like Uncle Dan was saying. But even more so, gain some of that momentum and crowd control back. You want them loud and engaged, especially for a team like this that has so much tempo and likes to play with limited time between the snaps.
All right, we're stepping aside. 5:13 to go. First quarter. Bobcats leading the Lumberjacks 7-0 in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Your fitness journey is your own, and at The Ridge, we're here to meet you wherever you're at with expert trainers, clean and spacious facilities, and amenities for the whole family. Fitness finally fits into your life, whether it's lifting, swimming, playing, or just finding time to breathe. The Ridge Athletic Clubs are your place to grow stronger inside and out. Stop by one of our convenient locations or visit ridgeathletic.com to learn more. Bozeman strong, Ridge strong. Go Bobcats.
Your Montana Chevy dealers, home to powerful trucks like the legendary Chevy Silverado. With 9 trims and 4 powertrains to choose from, you'll find the perfect blend of capability and efficiency that's right for you. Plus, for a long day of towing, Silverado offers advanced camera tech so you can feel confident every mile of the way. From hitching to driving to parking. Test drive the Chevy Silverado and check out current offers at your Montana Chevy dealers. Proud sponsors of your Montana State Bobcats.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
We're back at Bobcat Stadium with Montana State leading 7-0 over SFA. 5:13 to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats completing a 10-play, 65-yard touchdown drive, and Adam Jones capped it off with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Dan Davies is the third member of our team down on the field right now, and Dan, it looked like Justin Lamson started to find his rhythm a little bit on that second drive.
Yeah, he was kind of focused in on the dump offs to Adam Jones in the flat on his passes, but he keyed in on Taco Dollar that time, and Taco almost got it in there, but eventually Adam Jones got the touchdown for the Bobcats.
Lamson started 8 of 8 through the air after going just 10 of 16 last week. All right, Stephen F. Austin heading out onto the field right now. They were moving the football there a little bit before the strip sack by Ken Iden. Now Sam Vidlak, the Offensive Player of the Year in the Southland Conference, the former Montana Grizzly quarterback 2 years ago, leads the Lumberjacks out onto the field as they start at their own 25.
You got to be able to get home with minimal pressure. You got to be able to cover the spread of the field. You have to stay in front of them and tackle in the open field. No help needed.
Snap. Vidlak fakes the handoff, throws to the near side, caught by Harris, working at the 30-yard line, up the numbers, and stopped. Bryce Grebe, Caden Dowler, and Jace McMillan all in the stop. Kylan Harris making his first catch. The senior comes in with 983 total receiving yards this year. He's been a monster. He's first team all-conference.
That was an 8-yard game, but great job by Jace McMillan keeping his hat to the outside of that blocker to be able to funnel back into Grebe.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap. Vidlak throws over to the far side. Harris makes the catch outside the numbers, breaks off 1 tackle, lost the football. That ball was loose. It got popped up in the air, and Harris came back down with it. Boy, that thing got punched up into the air, and Harris made 2 catches on 1 play.
That'll put your heart up in your throat.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We almost got another takeaway there, and that we know that they're going to hold on to the ball like that. Now you got to put your hat on the ball.
That was a first down up to the 41-yard line for Stephen F. Austin. Shotgun snap. Vidlak hands it off. Wembley up the middle and twists off one man up to the 45 and then falls ahead. And scratch that. That was Jalen Jenkins, the number 2 running back. He's a junior. They'll also run Richard Reese out there, who is a Baylor transfer.
They ran a pin and pull concept where one offensive lineman blocks down, another one pulls around, trying to gain an extra gap play side.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line. Snap. Vidlak fakes the handoff. He throws over the middle, and it's caught for the first down up at the 40-yard line into plus territory. Blaine Green upended as he got to the 38, slanting over the middle between the hash marks. Boy, he got popped, and he's coming off the field now.
He did. He hit his head pretty hard off that turf, man. That's the first thing to make contact after Dollar took out his ankle.
Stephen F. Austin racking up some first downs. They have moved the football with ease. It was a turnover that stopped them in their tracks on the last drive. 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 38. Snap. Vidlak fakes the handoff, looks to throw, takes a deep shot down the middle. Tipped and picked. It's Caden Dowler again. His 5th straight game with an interception, and he's on the return to the 30, 35, 40. Dowler tackled from behind, shy of the 45. Caden Dowler, are you kidding me?
Keep that pick train rolling, baby. One big ball hawk from Montana State, the Magic City Bobcat legend himself out of Billings West. Nothing better. And guess what? Vidlak has not thrown an interception since October, and tonight he does it again.
Unbelievable. Caden Dowler with his 6th interception of the last 5 games. And the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year forces the 2nd takeaway for the Bobcat D. We'll step aside. The Bobcats have the football and a ton of momentum right now. Plus, Cats lead at 7-0 over Stephen F. Austin. 3:08 to go, first quarter. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University, Think outside.
Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it with world-class equipment, group fitness, childcare, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
Streamline your business finances. At First Security Bank, we believe in the power of small businesses. That's why we have created tailored products just for you. From free business checking to smart banking tools, we provide the help you need to succeed. Call a relationship manager today. First Security Bank. Success together. Member FDIC. Other fees such as overdraft, continuous overdraft, etc. may apply. See fee schedule for details. Bank rules and regulations apply.
.308 to go in the first quarter. Bobcats leading 7-0, taking the football back after a Caden Dowler interception as Stephen F. Austin has to go out on defense. Dan Davies is down the field right now. Dan, Dowler has 6 picks in the last 5 games. Have you ever seen something like this?
Well, not very often. That's a special situation, and he's in the right place at the right time. He's got a knack for where the balls are going to be, and of course he's catching it, and it's even better when he runs it back and gets good field position for his team.
With that return that he just had, he has set the single season interception return yards in the conference in the Big Sky ever. Snap. Lamson throws on first down to the far side, caught by Adam Jones at the 45-50, down the right sideline, lowering his shoulder and running over a man across the 45 into Stephen F. Austin territory.
Great job. Another swing route, like I said, is going to be open all night based on the defensive linemen they're lining up with. You got to stretch the field, but also you want to attack their strength. They're good in the run game. I would go between the tackles right here, right now with Mr. Adam Jones.
Already the 4th catch by Adam Jones, who has playoff mode activated again today, playing in his 6th playoff game. Came in with almost 400 rushing yards before this one in just the playoffs. Snap. Lamson steps up under pressure, rolling out to his right, tucks the football, used a stiff arm as he's tackled near the 40-yard line in bounds, and then slides out of bounds. 2:24 to go first quarter. Cats up 7-0. Nice little rush there by Justin Lamson, who really didn't get free much last week against Yale.
No, not at all. But you know what? Great job. His spidey senses were telling him the pocket was collapsing. I'm getting out. I'm getting some yards. He's showing more poise and more growth at the quarterback position all season. He's not holding on to that ball or running into guys anymore. And a great job by him just using those feet to get out the gate.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 tight end, left of the line. Snap. Lamson hands it off. Adam Jones bounces to his left. Kurt turns upfield at the 35 and stop there. Just shy of the first down marker. 1 yard shy. So it'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bobcat offense at the Stephen F. Austin 35.
Adam Jones had about 3 jump cuts on that carry.
Yeah, no doubt. He's playing hopscotch.
He's playing hopscotch. Looked like, that buck I tried to shoot last week in the fall.
Did you catch him like the linebacker did?
Nope. He hopped away just like that. Left, right, pew.
All right. Also 4 down territory here. So really the whole playbook is open. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Adam Jones is up the middle, strips off 1 tackler, and then stopped at the 30-yard line. That was a collision at the 30. That was Cameron Reddick again, who's wrapped up 38 tackles now this year. That was a big-time hit, but a first down.
There's a first down, but yes, he's a great open field tackler, and he puts every ounce of his body into the opposition. It's going to be physical, Keaton.
That's an incredible tackle.
They don't call football collision sport for nothing.
Dollar and Steele to the right, Long and Woods to the left, 0 tight ends. Julius Davis, the running back, in a shotgun formation, 1st and 10 at the SFA 29. Snap, turns left, hands it off. Jones, no, Lamson keeps it, and he's across the 20 as he's upended. So on the read, Justin Lamson keeps it, and he is up to the 16-yard line, 17-yard line.
And that's how you get rolling up front. You want to get them on skates. You want to keep running your feet. Feet, fire, finish the block, hopefully on top of somebody.
The Bobcats using the ground game to chew up territory on this drive. Only 1 pass attempt so far. First down snap. Lamson keeps it on the read, pressured in the backfield and wrapped up. Good clean tackle.
Whoa.
Oh, and then a late hit.
I'll give you a lump of coal for stalking.
3 flags fly. It was late. The defender thought that he wasn't officially down because he was kind of on top of the defensive end. And that's what drew the late hit, and then 3 flags fall after that. Looked way dirtier than it was.
No, it was. But still, lump of coal in his stocking.
Taking a look at the replay. No, that one was from a little bit earlier, but let's get the official call here.
After the play's over, personal foul, late hit, defense, number 11. That penalty enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, automatic first down.
Things kind of crumbling here for Stephen F. Austin right now. Hey, but he thought Lamson stayed on the defender and was still up on his feet.
Yeah, I thought he rolled over and was going to try to get up. I get it.
It was Elijah Fields, who's the second-team all-conference member in the Southland this year. First and goal from the 10 for the Bobcat offense, leading 7-0 with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bobcats trying to finish this thing off. 5 rushes, 1 pass on this drive. Snap, and another flag.
Yeah, it looked like 73. Cedric Jefferson flinched just a little bit.
Full start, offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Bobcats trying to convert 4 points after another takeaway. Started this drive at their own 42-yard line. And the 2 takeaways have helped give them good field position.
Once you get your hand in the dirt, you got to stay still. Can't flinch the hips, can't try to readjust the feet.
So Bobcats get caught with another penalty. That's their second. Each team with 2 penalties so far.
Want to play clean, want to be as perfect as possible.
And the clock winding. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Actually, 3 penalties on the Bobcats. My mistake. All right, let's step aside. Boy, that was a lifetime of a quarter. Bobcats have 2 takeaways. Felt like the world was stacked against them early, but Adam Jones with a 1-yard rushing touchdown, and the Bobcats knocking on the doorstep right now. Let's step aside as we head to the second. It is Montana State and SFA. Bobcats leading 7-0. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
At Manhattan Plumbing and Heating, we are committed to being your trusted source for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs in Gallatin County. Proudly locally owned and operated, our skilled team has been providing exceptional service and expertise for over 2 decades. Whether service or new construction, we provide quality solutions for your home or business. If you need urgent plumbing repairs, efficient heating or cooling solutions, Manhattan Plumbing and Heating is here to help. Call us today at 406-284-4133 to learn why we are the area's most trusted and reliable choice. And go Cats!
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Cats leading 7-0 as we start the second quarter of the quarterfinals. Dan Davies is down on the field with athletic director Leon Costello. Dan?
Leon, this is your first year on the FCS selection committee. Talk about that experience thus far.
It's been a great experience. You know, it allows you to watch a lot of FCS football. It gets you more ingrained with what's happening all across the country. We know we have really good football out here in the West. But it really opens your eyes to football throughout the entire country, and we're in really good shape with our program and our Big Sky Conference.
Yeah, you got to feel good about the Big Sky Conference and how it's represented over the years, but this might be another special year.
Yeah, to have 3 teams seated in the top 8 says a lot about the conference, but then also have those teams win last week to advance. It says a lot about the conference and the strength of the conference. And I think we've seen the floor of the conference start to rise. There's no easy out in the Big Sky Conference, and that shows week in and week out.
Leon, thanks for your time. Go Cats.
Yep, go Cats. Here we go.
Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Leon. And now the Bobcats, 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line in the red zone. So they could pick up a first down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout called by SFA. Yeah, I don't think they had full 11 guys on the field. They had one guy kind of scamper on late.
Timeout.
Only had 10.
Stephen F. Austin.
From Main Street to the end zone, Tire-Rama and Cooper Tires are proud supporters of your MSU Bobcats. For hometown service and unbeatable deals, visit TireRama.com. Tire-Rama, more than just a tire store, we're part of your team. Also at Montana State University in Bozeman, we like to think outside, but not just because we have access to some of the best outdoor recreation on the planet. We like to think outside because we are creators, researchers, artists, and thinkers breaking boundaries in over 250 fields. Montana State University, mountains and mines. All right, coming out of this timeout, ready for the first play of the second quarter with the Bobcats up 7-0 and knocking on the door.
You got to be able to just keep the momentum going, keep them playing on their heels. You have to attack.
They've got the clock winding down from 30 on one of the clocks to our right behind the Sunny Island end zone. The video board is correct, so they're just getting that worked out right now. And a chaotic start to the second quarter. Boy, this game's had a lot already.
No, it really has. A timeout right out the gate. Clock's wrong. But we're about to score. Everything's looking right.
And it's even more special when you head toward that Sunny Holland end zone, which is where the student section of the Spirit West Marching Band is filled up. Plus, the SFA Marching Band is here just to our right from the press box. All right, here we go. 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Turns left, hands it off, and Julius Davis bottled up right at the line of scrimmage again. Tell you what, Leo, this front for Stephen F. Austin really showing up.
They really are. They play the feather technique very well, which means they're in charge of basically making sure in the read situation that the ball is given to the running back. They're playing now with reckless abandonment, playing heavy on the running back. So in a situation like that, you got to be careful. Make sure that mesh is just right, and it's a whole timing process. But when you got athletic defensive ends like that, sometimes there's not much you can really do except for take what they give you.
SFA showed a little bit of pressure. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 15. Snap. Lamson looking. He's under pressure, rolling out to his right, and he is hit as he throws that out of bounds. They're going to say he got rid of that?
Yep.
SFA thought his knee was down as he was going down. He got it across the line of scrimmage. He was out of the tackle box. But SFA thought he was down before he got rid of it. Heck of a play by Lamson to get rid of that football.
That was a great read, being able to know that, hey, I'm getting pressure, I'm going down. I got to get rid of the rock.
Just like that, it's 3rd and 15 from the 16-yard line in the red zone for the Bobcat offenses that are stolen out here.
This is why playing clean is so imperative in a game like this one. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot.
No tight ends, 2 receivers left, Long and Woods, Dowler and Steele to the right, Adam Jones, the running back. Shotgun formation and a flag. Which way is this going now?
Delay a game.
Okay.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Bobcat offense has certainly made a few mistakes today. They have a 7-0 lead, but now they're backing things up again. Back to the 21-yard line. So they've had 2 penalties since they've gotten into the red zone. 3rd and 20 from the 21. Shotgun snap. Lamson looking to throw. Fires underneath. Adam Jones makes the catch. Angling to the near side. Breaks a tackle to 15, 10, 5. Dives for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Montana State. From the ashes on 3rd and 20. Adam Jones slices across the field and torpedoes into the Sunny Holland end zone.
Adam Jones showing why he's Mr. Get It Done. Great job by Taco Dallo there on the goal line, being able to free him up. That's playing selfless at the wide receiver position. Great job by Adam Jones, seeing it, looking it in, and scoring.
The 3rd career receiving touchdown for Adam Jones. The Bobcats trying to add one more with the PAT. 14:04 to go in the second quarter. The Bobcats up 13-0 as Brody Johnson is over the football as the long snapper. Froker ready to go at the 10. And, somebody jumped early. So flag has flown. And one of the Lumberjacks came busted through the line before that ball was snapped. But let's see how this officially gets doled out. It is on SFA. They're asking what they want to do here.
Offsides, defense, number 3 with contact. Penalty enforced half the distance to the goal line. We play the point for down.
Didn't look like Coach Vigan's thinking about going for 2 here.
Right, because you could since you're moving
to
up.
1.5.
Yep. But they're going to stick with this 1-point PAT. Bobcats are aggressive, but not gimmicky aggressive.
No, you got to just keep your foot on the gas.
All right, now the Bobcats will line up this PAT one more time. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. PAT converted by Miles Sandstead. The Bobcats have a 14-0 lead over SFA with 14:04 to go in the second quarter. Adam Jones with both touchdowns.
On the field.
Bozeman is built on hard work, local pride, and Bobcat spirit. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce helps businesses grow, thrive, and keep our community moving. Learn what the Bozeman Chamber can do for you. Go Cats. We'll take a break. 14:04 left in the second quarter. Montana State leading 14-0 over Stephen F. Austin thanks to 2 defensive takeaways. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Town & Country Foods, locally owned and 100% employee-owned, is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. With 9 locations throughout southwest Montana, Town & Country Foods is focused on food, natural and organics, fresh meats, produce, deli, and baking, connecting people with their communities. With locations in Bozeman, Belgrade, Lewistown, Dillon, Billings, Livingston, and Helena, visit your local Town & Country Foods today, and go Cats!
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Builder's First Source is the leading supplier of professional-grade building materials. Find one of our 9 Montana locations at BLDR.com. Builder's First Source, a proud sponsor of Bobcat football. 14:04 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading 14-0 over Stephen F. Austin. And it's been the Adam Jones show. He has scored both touchdowns today. He has 9 touches out of the 22 plays the Bobcats have run. Leo, that is a high percentage for the Missoula Bobcats.
Well, the Missoula Bobcats really getting it done. He's carrying the workload thus far, and he just needs to continue playing at that championship level.
Bobcats ready to kick this thing away. Colby Froker will line it up. Turn man back at the goal line. Here's the kickoff by Froker. And it is a fair catch out of the back of the end zone, a touchback. Seth Brock just put somebody into the turf as they were coming down. Dan Davies is down on the field now. And Dan, you can feel good with the Cats up 14-0, but if it weren't for the turnovers, this SFA offense is really moving the football.
Yeah, the offense for Lumberjacks have been moving the football. They've been their own worst enemy with 2 turnovers so far. So we'll see if the Bobcat defense can keep getting some more turns for the Bobcat offense.
Neil Daly back in there at linebacker after missing last week with an illness, so nice to see him back in there. McMillan and Williams, the corners. Here's the first down snap. They throw a screen to Harris on the near side, working along that left sideline, and twisted down by Neil Daly with a little help from McMillan. Picks up 5 yards to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's very refreshing to see 1-9 back out there on that field.
Yeah, Bobcats kind of quickly got very thin at linebacker last week with Daly out and Xavier Aarons getting hurt. He is also out today. Aarons is. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 5. Vidlak throws, and it is caught the first down 6 by Harris, and he's bottled up by Cole Taylor. A 6-yard gain on that catch by Kylan Harris, leading receiver.
In a cover 2 situation over the middle, there's going to be a little pocket. Great job by Lumberjacks being able to make the check down. Sam Vidlak, she's great at that.
1st and 10, another first down for SFA. They've been racking those up today. Snap, Vidlak hands it off. Wembley looking for room, cuts through the line of scrimmage, and Neil Daly is there again. It'll be a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 for the Lumberjack offense.
Great job by the defensive line, wrong shoulder and on the pulling guard, making sure to pull it back in.
Crowd getting loud. It's a sellout again. Second down snap. Vidlak fakes the handoff. He's getting swallowed up. Steps up under pressure. Throws. Tipped it incomplete. Intended for the running back. Boy, that quicksand of the Bobcat D-line started to swallow him up. Incomplete pass to his running back, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9.
The Bobcat defensive front has done a great job all season being able to create pressure without bringing that 5th or 6th blitzing linebacker.
12:47 to go, second quarter. Bobcat fans making their presence felt once again. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. From their own 37, the snap. Vidlak standing tall, now rushed out of the pocket, rolling out to his right outside the numbers with 25, throws on the run. Harris tiptoeing the sideline with 2 hands. He makes the catch. Wow. Heck of a play by Kylan Harris, who was right at the sticks. That's a first down. And Vidlak, who was escaping pressure, delivered a strike on the run. Big time play.
That was a great pitch and catch. He lays out, keeps the feet inside. That was a great athletic play over there on the sideline.
That looked pretty good on the replay, although they may take a look at this thing here.
The ruling of a completed pass is under further review.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Well, Stephen F. Austin has so far racked up 5 first downs, but it's the 2 turnovers that have hurt them so far. We also remind you, when you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. All right, we're in a review. Big call. If this does not stand, then, that would turn into a 4th down and long situation. Now, they did have 3rd and 1 on the board, or 4th and 1 on the board. I thought he had picked it up with the catch, but he actually may have come back across that first down marker. So not sure even if it's good, if it's going to be a first down, but probably 4 down territory, down 2 scores in the middle of the field.
You know, it's one of those situations right now where the call, they're probably looking at the spot. They're making sure if he caught it, 2, where the spot of the ball is. And it could bring a situation where, it is 4th and short. You got to go for it.
Review, the receiver was out of bounds prior to gaining possession of the ball. It'll be 4th down at the previous spot.
Okay, big call going the Cats' way, and that'll bring up 4th and long. So what looked like an incredible play goes for naught after the review, and now Taco Dowler, All-American punt returner, is back at his own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and he's feeling it, baby.
His second of 4 career punt returns did come the 2022 quarterfinal blowout against William and Mary. Here's the snap. Right-footed putt, angling to the near right side at the 30-yard line. Takes a hop, kicking in favor of SFA past the 25 along those near side numbers. And the Bobcats will take over inside their own 25-yard line. At First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. Let's step aside. 12:06 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading the Lumberjacks 14-0. The Bobcats will have the football when we come back. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com. From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Jersey Mike's, an official partner of Montana State Athletics. Stop by your local Bozeman area restaurants today, located on West Main Street at Milltown Loop in Four Corners for your sandwich needs. Jersey Mike's. 12:06 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading 14-0, taking over offensively right now. And Leo, Justin Lamson today, 10 of 11 through the air, 111 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, already a better line now than he had in 4 quarters of the win against Yale last week.
That's the Mr. Newcomer we know and love.
Manchoni in motion from right to left. Snap. Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis running to his left. Spins off a man across the line of scrimmage and fighting, bare knuckle boxing his way up to the 30-yard line for about a 6-yard gain. That was feisty.
That was, and the great vision of Julius Davis being able to feel, hey, play side's not working out. I got a cut back lane. I'm going to spin here. He just works hard, plays harder.
Bobcat ground game has not gotten going yet. Fewer than 2 yards per carry, actually less than 1.5, but 11.5 to go in the second quarter. They're not going away from it.
No, not at all. You got to pound the ball, baby.
It's like taking a sledgehammer to concrete. Eventually that wall will fall. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 4. Throw to the far side. Cut by Chris Long on the left sideline to the 40. High hurdle as he bounces out of bounds and lands on his feet. So up to the 41-yard line. First down, Bobcats.
Great job by Chris Long. I want to see him just kind of break free tonight. The senior transfer from the Rutgers. He's done a phenomenal job this season. Great job looking it in and trying to make something out of nothing.
19th catch of his season. Chris Long with his 47th career catch, playing in his 44th career game. Long spread out to the left side. Woods and Steele to the right. 2 men in the backfield. That's Dollar motioning out of the backfield. Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff. Fake the pump on the near side. Now throws. Jabez Woods makes the catch on the near side at the 45. Down the right sideline and out of bounds across the 40. Into plus territory. Up to the 36-yard line. Jabez Woods.
That was a great play. He had all day to throw. Offensive line does a great job just sealing that or containing that pocket. Lamson steps up and delivers a long handoff.
They faked the screen to Taco Dollar, and that helped open up Jabez Woods, who hasn't had a bunch of loud games lately, but a heck of a freshman year for Jabez Woods. That's his 21st catch. Also has a pair of touchdowns this year. 1st and 10 at the plus 37. Shotgun snap. Lamson hands it off. Julius Davis up the middle. Spinning down out to the 30. Mark him at the 31-yard line. He got touched at the 25 and carried one of the Lumberjacks along for about a 5-yard ride.
He's playing with a chip on his shoulder today. You got to love it. Love to see it. Offensive line does a great job establishing the line of scrimmage, back on the heel marks of the defensive line, and that's what you want to see. 7 yards a pop.
Julius Davis looking for his first career 1,000-yard rushing season. He's approaching that, came in at 9:48. Snap, handed off. Julius Davis bottled up. 1-yard loss. Tell you what, SFA front 4 is no joke.
No, they're not, and there's a reason why most teams only get 85 to 90 yards a game on them.
They came in number 1 in the nation with 114 tackles for loss, led by Kai Thomas, who had 13, and the linebacker Jaden Southard came in with 10.5. 4 wide receiver set. Long, Woods, Dollar to the left, Steele to the right, Adam Jones, the running back, in a shotgun formation on 3rd and 5 at the plus 32. Snap. Lamson surveys, steps up, throws. Long makes a 2-hand catch over his head, and he goes down at the 24-yard line for a first down. That was a bullet, and Chris Long had some stickum on the palms.
Great job. See it, feel it, squeeze it, bring it down for the first down, especially over the top of the middle there. That's dangerous waters for a receiver coming across. Great job by Chris Long and Justin Lamson.
This will be the 7th play of this drive for the Bobcats. They knock on the door of the red zone, 1st and 10 to plus 24. Snap. Lamson to throw. Looking right. Takes a shot down the right sideline. Rocky Lencioni makes the catch inside the 5 as he's banged out of bounds. Down at the 3. What a catch by the Bozeman tight end, Rocky Lencioni.
Rocky Lencioni, he played wide receiver in high school, showing a little bit of that wide receiver-ness. Great job by the young athlete, the hometown hero.
He was draped. They could have thrown a flag for DPI if they wanted. First and goal. Snap. Turns left. Hands it off. And Adam Jones is blown up in the backfield. Wow. It was actually Lamson who kept it. Yeah, the read. But both of them got hit, honestly. So that's a loss for the Bobcat offense.
This Lumberjack defense, like you said, ain't no joke. They're physical. They're fast. And they're big. You got to play bigger. You got to play faster, and you got to get up underneath them. Low man always wins, especially in the trenches.
It's a tournament of champions for a reason. And now Dan down to the sideline as well. Here we go. It's a big opportunity for this Bobcat offense.
Yeah, it's important to punch this one in. Try to work on this Lumberjack will.
Shotgun formation. Adam Jones motions out of the backfield. 2 tight ends on the field. 2 receivers and a running back. Snap. Lamson rolling out by design to his left. Trying to run the football and nowhere to go. Another loss of about a yard or 2. He's marked down at the 9. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Bobcats going backwards after the Lencioni catch.
You got to will it. You got to want it. Anytime you get into the green zone, that means go. You got to finish in the end zone. Reach pay dirt for 6.
We do owe you a top-of-the-hour station ID, which we'll get to here momentarily.
Guys, Justin Lamson got rocked on that play. He looks a little wobbly, but he's staying in there.
He's as tough as they come. Usually it gives him some energy. That one maybe took a little something from him. Patrick Duchesne is QB2. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Snap. Lamson, and we got a whistle and a flag. Looked like somebody moved early on the Bobcat side.
False start. Offense. Number 86 is not set for a full second prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Bobcats really, they've made some mistakes on the offensive side this first half.
Yeah, you don't love to see it, especially this late in the season. You're playing for something here. It's the quarterfinals. Little mental errors.
6:59 to go, second quarter. MSU still up 14-0 against SFA. Both touchdowns scored after defensive takeaways. All right, 3rd and goal from the 14 on 3rd down. Chris Long spread out to the left side. Woods, Dollar, Steele to the right. Adam Jones, the running back. Shotgun snap. Lamson by design, rolling out to his right, looking downfield, still looking. Hit as he throws, firing for the end zone. Picked off in the end zone, and Dane Steele with the tackle at the 5. That is the first interception thrown by Justin Lamson since September 20th, and it cost the Bobcats presumably 3 points.
Trying to force it in there, being a competitor he is. Love to see him just get rid of it out of bounds, live to fight another day.
All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State football. Alongside Leo Davis with Dan Davies down to the sideline. 6:39 to go in the second quarter. Justin Lamson just threw an interception into the end zone. So SFA begins this drive at their own 6-yard line. Vidlac out of the shotgun formation takes the snap, hands it off. Wembley trying to bounce to the outside and grabbed. That was Tatum Gray that forced him into the waiting arms of Paul Brott.
Paul Brott is playing like that senior leader you want, that captain, and the legacy number 41. Love it. Love to see it for the Magic City Bobcat.
6:20 to go, first half. Bobcats leading 14-0. 2nd and 8. Snap. Handed off. Wembley up the middle. And that was Paul Brott that got him with a single arm. Brott just reached his arm out and grabbed him right at the belly of the jersey.
He eats double teams all day. Way to fight it off. Great job attacking half the man. What weighs more, a whole man or a half man, Keaton? Half man does, and he plays perfect technique. That's what hard work gets you.
3rd and 4 at their own 12. Vidlac takes the snap, looks left, throws. Harris makes the catch at the sticks, and he's popped, brought down right away. What a hit by Takari Carr. And he did pick up the first down. He needed 4, got 4, but that is a heck of a stick by Takari Carr.
It's a physical game, and Takari Carr is as fast and as physical as they come.
So they do get that first down to get out of the shadow of their own goalposts. Up to the 16-yard line from the left hash. Shotgun snap, fake the handoff. Vidlac fires near side, and that ball is not free and incomplete. Takari Carr on the coverage once again against Clayton Wayland, who had a big game last week.
Takari Carr, though, just doing what he does. He will cover you like white on rice. I love it. And he's fast, he's furious, and he's a true competitor.
Boy, he is a glue guy in that locker room. One of the good ones for sure. 2nd and 10. SFA at their own 16-yard line. 5:20 to go, second quarter. Bobcats up 14-0. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left, 1 running back. Vidlak takes the snap, chest high. Looks right now, looks left, throws the screen. Harris dropped it. Didn't have much room there either way. Bobcats had it schemed up pretty well. 3rd and 10.
Big time 3rd down. This is a great opportunity for our 12th man, our crowd, our student section to get loud and proud in the Sonny Holland end zone.
Two receivers, including a tight end to the right, 2 receivers to the left. 1 running back on 3rd and 10. Late sub, so the officials comes in and stands behind the center. Play clock winding down. And now they let him go and get set. 5, 4, 3, snap. Vidlak looking to throw. He's under pressure. He's bottled up, and he's dropped. Zach Cruz got him first. Takari Carr cleaned it up.
Takari Carr with the cowboy corner boundary blitz. Great job by both him and Zach Cruz working. You don't stop until the whistle blows and someone falls. Great job by both of them.
If Carr gets credit for at least half a sack, that'll be the first of his career. So the Bobcat defense stands tall after the first interception thrown by Justin Lamson since the Mercyhurst game back on September 20th. What a different lifetime that was. Bobcats up 14-0. Taco Dollar stands at his own 49-yard line awaiting the punt. Snap, chest high. Little pressure, got it off. Dollar to the near side, makes the catch at the 45 on the near right numbers, turns upfield to the 50-yard line, and upended as he goes down shy of the 40. It was a big hit. Dollar pops right back up. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Let's step aside. 4:23 to go in the second quarter. Montana State with a football, great field position, leading 14-0 against SFA. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Did you know that Tireama offers more than just tire services? Our expert technicians take care of other vehicle needs like belts and hoses, brakes, check engine diagnostics, oil changes, wheel alignments, and more. It's all about our dedication to keep our customers' vehicles running smoothly so they can travel with peace of mind. When it comes to your vehicle needs, Tireama's got you covered. Find your neighborhood Tireama and see a list of services at Tireama.com. Tireama, more than just a tire store.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. 4:23 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading 14-0. And hello to New York City. Julie, Nicola, and Rob tuned in from NYC. First snap of the drive. Lamson turns left, hands it off. Julius Davis bounces to the outside. Fist fighting at the Lumberjacks, and he finds a way to get across the 40-yard line up to the plus 39-yard line as the Bobcats begin this drive in Lumberjack territory.
There's a few things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Julius Davis fighting like a bare-knuckle brawler in a back alley, man. He's going to work for every little inch he gets.
He is fire back there. 3:55 to go in the first half. Bobcats up 14-0. It's 2nd and 6, the plus 39. Snap. Lamson looking right. Now he throws. Dollar settles down, makes the catch, and stops near that first down marker. He had the first down, came back, and then the rugby scrum took him across the first down pylon. So the Bobcats do pick up the first down between the hash marks up to the 32-yard line, driving on SFA.
Justin Lamson just steps up in the pocket, nice and patient and poised. Finds Taco Dollar sitting down right there at the sticks.
Dan Davies is down on the field right now. Dan, it looks like the conditions have changed a little bit with the wind.
Yeah, it's blowing crossways here a little bit. Might affect a little bit of the passing game, and could be obviously the kicking game as well for the punt returners and the place kickers.
Snap, throw over the middle, caught by one of the tight ends. That's Hunter Province. Inside the 30, out to the 27-yard line. And that'll bring up second and medium as Lamson, despite the interception, has been incredibly accurate once again. He is 16 of 18 through the air.
That's a big body to be able to post up right over the middle of the field. Just throw it anywhere in his catch radius, and he's going to come down with it.
Two receivers to the left. Woods and Long. Steele and Dowler to the right. Julius Davis is the running back, 2nd and 5 at the plus 27-yard line between the hash. Reed snaps it, hand it off. Davis up the middle, busting into those white arms and up to the 25-yard line. Right into the arms of those white jersey-clad Lumberjacks. The Bobcats set up 3rd and 3.
3rd and crucial. You're knocking on it. You're getting close to that green zone. You knew what happened last time. You want to be able to finish in the end zone, put points on the board.
Adam Jones has one passing touchdown and one receiving touchdown today. Ken Iden had a strip sack that set up one score, and Caden Dowler had an interception today as well. All right, let's step aside. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. It's the Bobcats 14, the Lumberjacks nothing in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. We're back after this. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Your Montana Chevy dealers, home to powerful trucks like the legendary Chevy Silverado. With 9 trims and 4 powertrains to choose from, you'll find the perfect blend of capability and efficiency that's right for you. Plus, for a long day of towing, Silverado offers advanced camera tech so you can feel confident every mile of the way. From hitching to driving to parking. Test drive the Chevy Silverado and check out current offers at your Montana Chevy dealers. Proud sponsors of your Montana State Bobcats.
If it's time to tailgate, it's time to hit Rosar's. Steaks, burgers, and brats are all waiting to get grilled from our meat department. But that's not it. Grab our scratch-made cookies from our bakery for the 4th quarter. And for post-game, make sure you pick up a handmade pizza from our deli. All the tailgate food groups, all from one stop. Your Bozeman Rosar's and proud supporter of the Bobcats. If you want it, it's at your neighborhood Rosar's.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Northern States Fishing Tools is a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. Visit us at northernstatesfishingtools.com to learn more. Go Cats. With the 2-minute timeout, Bobcats leading it 14-0 against the SFA Lumberjacks. The Bobcats have been to the semifinals in 4 of the last 5 seasons played. Of course, they did not play in 2020, but had their season ended against NDSU in the semifinals in 2019. They made the championship in 2021, lost in Brookings in 2022, and they made the championship game with a win here against South Dakota last year, trying to host another semifinal game next week. They're up 14-0 with 3rd and 3 yards to go from the 25-yard line in or near the red zone of Stephen F. Austin. One receiver left, one to the right. Here's the snap. Lamson hands it off. Little bobble by Julius Davis, and he does not get it. Boy, that handoff was not super clean, Leo.
No, it comes down to timing. Everything's a timing thing on the offensive side of the ball.
Their second of the half. Game clock operator, please put 1 minute and 55 seconds on the game clock. 1:55.
So SFA is going to use a timeout here. And the Bobcats facing 4th and 2. Again, that wind has picked up some, so we'll see if they want to kick the field goal or try to go for it here on 4th down.
By the way, those pylons are waving around, those flags on top of the field goal post. It looks like the wind's at their back slightly.
Yeah, the kicking unit's coming out. It'll be about a 42-yard attempt from Miles Sandstead. Trying to make it a 3-score game. All right, trying to line it up here. It's from the middle of the field. The flags on the goalposts to our right really are not moving, but the flags above the Sonny Holland end zone are going from the press box to the far side. Brody Johnson snaps the football. Froker puts it down. Ooh, and a flag flies. SFA was really on the edge there. They looked like a caged animal on the edge, although they're celebrating here, and I think it's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains 4th down.
All right, so add 5 to this field goal attempt now. Just a little more complicated. Another mistake. That is 6 penalties for 35 yards in the half by the Bobcats. That's too many.
Very uncharacteristic, jumping off side, especially up front.
Much different field goal now. 42 versus 47 is a big difference, especially on a windy night. So a 47-yard attempt from the middle of the field near the right hash. Snap, hold is down, kick is up. Does it have enough? Does it have the angle? It does. It's good. Through the wind, Miles Sandstead from 47 yards out. And the Bobcats have a 3-score lead up 17-0. Dan Davies is down there with us as well. Dan, that was not an easy kick from Sandstead.
No, it certainly wasn't. And the fact they're down into the red zone to get some points out of there, because the last time they threw the pick into the end zone. So those 3 points are huge going into halftime.
Miles Sandstead, one of the 10 Bobcats that graduated earlier today, but boy, that is a big-time kick by Sandstead.
No, it was. He had a little ice in his veins for sure. Pressure was on, but again, like you asked me prior to the game start, all that pressure that you have, it comes from inside. You got to be able to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day. That I leave everything out there on the field for myself and my brethren.
It's a beautiful night for football. Bobcats trying to keep their season alive. Yeah, it's so much fun in the playoffs, but it's even more fun when you get to keep playing. And the Bobcats could potentially host their 10th home game of the year next week if they can win today. Right now up 17-0 with 1:50 to go in the second quarter. The Cats getting ready to kick it away. Froker approaches the football with a right-footed kick. High arcing end over end out of the back of the end zone and a touchback. So 1:50 to go in the second quarter. SFA gets the football to start the second half. They've got one timeout here, so they got a great opportunity, a 2-for-1 opportunity here, going to be crucial for this Bobcat defense, which has played very well today, to get a stop.
Keep them in front of you. If they catch the ball, make sure you rally to it. And you want to make sure with only one timeout in their back pocket, you tackle them in the field of play. Get up slow, not dirty, but slow. Use your 2-minute defense advantage to you.
Our playoff broadcast throughout the season is brought to you by First Security Bank. All right, dime package here for the Bobcat defense. Cole Taylor, the lone linebacker. Snap. Vidlac looking to throw. Under pressure and hit. Lost the football. Picked up by Carson Williams on the far side, returning it down the left sideline to the 10, to the 5, and dives to the 2. The Bobcats take it away. For now, let's get the official call. Vidlac got hit. Was his arm coming forward?
On the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
And Carson Williams, for now, has recovered the football and brought it back inside the 5. Everybody kind of froze. They weren't sure if it was live, and a heads-up play. That's football IQ.
On the previous play is under further review.
So no surprise there. We'll get a look of it here in a moment. At First Security Bank, we believe we succeed when our communities succeed. We're deeply committed to the prosperity of this place we all call home. First Security Bank, success together. Member FDIC. All right, remember, you need just one frame on the video shot of his hand going forward with the ball in control of his hand for it to be an incomplete pass. So we'll see. But either way, heads up play by Carson Williams.
That's why I play whistle to whistle. You don't hear the whistle. You keep moving. Keep the feet moving. Balls on the ground. Scoop and score. You work those drills every day in practice.
That is close. It was Ken Iden, by the way, that came around. If this call stands, that would be his second sack and his second forced fumble. 2 strip sacks on the day in which he also earned his accounting degree earlier this morning at about 10 a.m. So we're waiting to see it. I don't know. This is going to be a good view. We're watching the replay right now. His arm was going back. I don't think. Oh, that's tough.
Ooh, there's a lot of gray area.
So it was kind of coming forward, but it also kind of looked like he was getting hit, and that was why it was coming forward, not a throwing motion. So Iden was coming around the backside, brought his arm over the throwing arm, kind of hit him on the bicep first before the arm started to come forward. Then everything went forward, but it also kind of looked like it was his arm going forward because that's how he got hit. They're slowing it down, yeah.
And again, the ruling on the field, right?
Yep, was a fumble recovered by Williams.
Overturn that.
Yep. That is incredibly close.
Kenny Iden does a great job running that rip. He almost drags his knuckles on the turf there, coming up underneath that number 71.
It's good.
After review, the ruling on the field of a fumble is upheld. It'll be first down, Montana State. Please put 1 minute and 41 seconds on the game clock. 141.
A second strip sack from Ken Iden. Carson Williams recovers the football and returns it inside the 5-yard line with 1:41 to go in the half. What a turn of events as the Bobcats have their third takeaway, 2 of them from the senior and the former Bozeman Hawk, Ken Iden.
I know a lot of our fans are happy, but Papa Kenny's probably the happiest Bobcat in his stadium right now.
He is beside himself. His mother Holly just celebrated her birthday this week as well. Pistol formation from 3 yards out of the left hash. Lamson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws to your side. Dowler cannot make the catch as it tips off his hands. Got hit quickly. Wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. And the Bobcats will face second and goal from the 3. This is a crucial opportunity here for Montana State. They have stalled out in the red zone despite the 2 touchdowns.
You can't shoot yourself in the foot, and you want to be able to put points on the board. Another field goal would be good, but you want to finish in pay dirt, get 6 on, because Stephen F.A., they're coming out the gate in the third quarter with the ball.
The culture here is to run the football. To get 3 yards, even in the red zone, on 4 plays is something you should expect to get done to the Bobcat blue and gold. Shotgun formation. Lamson takes the snap, takes the handoff, throws for the end zone. That ball is caught. Touchdown! Leuven Valson, his first career touchdown.
Valson, the young man, earning his stripes. No better way to show up to the party than late. He finally scores his first touchdown, and he is one unit. He is one athletic Bobcat, and I look forward to see what the future holds for that young man.
Oh, what a moment for the second-year freshman out of Auburn, Washington. His 4th career catch, has gotten some more playing time with Ryland Schlepp banged up over the last 2 weeks. He only got his first career catch back in week 6 of this year, and Valson sneaks out of the backfield for the touchdown snag. Bobcats lining up the PAT. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. And after the strip sack by Ken Iden, the fumble recovery and return by Carson Williams, it's one of the freshmen with his first career touchdown. Leuven Valson finds pay dirt.
Love it for the young Bobcat.
Bobcats lead at 24-0 over the Lumberjacks. 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Dan Davies is down the field. And Dan, that was a heck of a catch for that young man's first career touchdown, the tight end from Washington.
And a great play fake. That's what made that play go. They sold the run, and Leuven was open and made the catch. His first touchdown. That's awesome.
Man, that was such a beautiful moment, and it's even more special when you do it in front of your classmates in the Sonny Holland end zone.
Oh, no question about it, Keaton. But like Uncle Dan said, the offensive line did a great job with the low hat, live feet, really selling the run, sucked those linebackers and safeties up to the line of scrimmage. Great job, great play design.
Understand that Leuven Valson, just a second-year freshman, has an incredible ceiling. He is a physical specimen, and he got to show off the hands there. Kickoff by Froker toward the end zone, and that is out of the back of the end zone. Another touchback by Colby Froker. What a sequence. So the Bobcats get backed up, and then another penalty forcing a 47-yard field goal attempt. Miles Sandstead bangs it through. SFA is trying to set up for a 2-minute situation. Strip sack, fumble by Ken Iden, and the Bobcats set it up and score all within the last 20 seconds of game time.
And that's why defense wins championships, baby.
3 takeaways by the Bobcat defense today, 2 of them forced by the senior defensive end, Kenneth Iden IV. What a night. Snap, they hand it off, running up the middle, looking for room, probing past the 30, and stopped at the 32-yard line. And what a perfect example of why it's so important to stay in the stadium during halftime. Think of all you missed if you tried to sneak out of there at the 2-minute timeout.
Like I said, don't leave your seat. It's going to go quick.
A couple people have. Snap, Vidlac turns left, looks over the middle, fires deep down the middle, and it's caught up at the 35-yard line, down to the 25-yard line. Blaine Green making the catch as Vidlac threads the needle, and Stephen F. Austin with some momentum. 1st and 10 at the plus 25-yard line, 1:04 to go in the half.
Vidlac, one heck of a gunslinger, does a great job finding the empty pocket between both safeties.
Snap, Vidlak fakes the handoff, looking to throw, fires over the middle again, tipped. Was that caught? Oh, baby, what a catch. Brian Meredith was on the coverage. He reached around Derek Bowler as he was slanting over the middle with a left hand. Got a hand on that ball, and Bowler still made the catch. First and goal from the 9. From the middle of the field, 50 seconds left in the half. Vidlak takes the snap. He throws to the near side. Harris makes the catch, and Caden Dowler got him. Deep in the backfield, bringing him home. Down at the 11-yard line, a 2-yard loss. What a play by the defensive player of the year in the Big Sky.
Wouldn't expect anything less. He was a Bobcat on a prowl, no pun intended.
You can intend that. That's okay. Second and goal from the 11. On the left hash, Vidlak takes a shotgun snap. Looks left, looks over the middle, looks right. Under pressure, throws, tipped, incomplete. Knocked high in the air. Brian Meredith streaking in, trying to make the catch. Third and goal from the 11. Bobcats are up 24-0. 16 seconds left in the half. It'll be interesting to see how they play this with potentially 2 downs. Do you sell out for the touchdown while you're down by 24?
Defensively, it's got to be all gas, no brakes. You got to pin your ears back and play with your hair on fire. And when you get a chance to go put your pads on somebody else, do it like an unguided missile.
Sam Vidlak, the Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Year, the transfer from Montana in his second year in the purple of the Lumberjacks. 5 receiver set, snap. Vidlak surveys, throws quick for the end zone, caught and a touchdown. Oh, that was a dime to Clayton Wayland, his 5th touchdown of the year, to the backside near pylon on the left side of the end zone.
Great job. That was a missile coming out of Vidlak's hands.
And right on the money. And Jace McMillan a little banged up. He's kind of holding that quad. He had good coverage, but he is banged up here, and you hope McMillan doesn't have anything too serious, but he's holding that quad, which has bothered him and caused him to miss a couple of games. Actually, that was Seth Johnson who had missed a couple of games. And now they're going for 2. McMillan's still in there. Shotgun formation. 2-point try. Snap. Vidlak surveys, fires, near side, caught. The 2-point conversion is good. They went right back after against McMillan, and it was Clayton Whalen again who converts on the 2-point conversion. So 6 plays, 75 yards, 122 as SFA gets into the end zone. It's 24-8. Montana State leads it with 11 seconds to go in the half. All right, SFA, that was a big-time score. They had all the momentum going against them, and they found a way to get 8.
Yeah, their sideline's pretty juiced right now. Momentum's a major factor in a game of football, not to mention in the quarterfinals of the NCAA FCS playoffs.
SFA playing desperate. Remember, they hung over 40 points last week. They were actually down early, and even Sam Vidlak got off to, frankly, a brutal start last week. He missed his first 4 throws and then completed touchdown passes on 2 of his next 3 throws. So he's a guy who knows how to bounce back, even if he has a little bit of a struggle early.
Yeah, don't sleep on him. You got to keep reading your keys and playing hard.
Kickoff coming away from right to left. Bobcats watch a squib kick hit the 15, then picked up, touched at the 5 by Jabez Woods. Clock winding down with about 8 seconds left in the half, and he goes down at about the 15. Northern States Fishing Tools is a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. Visit us at northernstatesfishingtools.com to learn more. Go Cats. All right, 5 seconds left in the half. See if the Bobcats are just going to kneel this thing down with a 24-8 lead. SFA will get the football to start the second half. The big difference today are the turnovers forced by the Bobcat defense. Caden Dowler has an interception again, and Ken Iden has 2 strip sacks today. So Iden now up to 26 sacks in his career. All right, Bobcats are going to kneel this thing down. Lamson takes the snap, puts his knee in the turf, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. We're going to hear from Coach Vegan in just a second as the Bobcats lead it 24-8 over Stephen F. Austin. This is an SFA team that's got a very experienced veteran quarterback who's playing for his collegiate life, trying to keep his college career alive, and Vidlak helping to lead this SFA team down the field in about a minute and a half, plus the 2-point conversion. To claw a little closer. Right now down 24-8 for the Bobcats on the offensive side. Adam Jones with 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown today. Justin Lamson, 17 of 20 through the air, 203 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Bobcats have not yet gotten the ground game going, averaging just 1.4 rushing yards per carry. All right, down in the end zone, Dan Davies is with head coach Brent Vigen with the Cats up at the half. Dan, take it away.
Coach Vigen, the story this first half of your defensive turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. Setting up the offense. Unfortunate that they got that last drive in there. They got good players too, and we got to come out and we got to get a stop. And the stop can't be just relying on a turnover. Ideally, we can get them, in a 3-and-out type of situation and get the ball back to the offense.
A little bit concerned with the rushing. Stephen F. Austin's defense, their front 7, they're causing problems.
Yeah, and I think it's the reason why we've thrown for 200 yards too. I think it comes with the territory, but we got to get tied together. And we maybe missed a few things, both up front and maybe at the running back position. But yeah, we definitely got to establish some semblance of a run game second half.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thanks.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Dan. Bobcats leading at 24-8 against SFA in the quarterfinals of the 2025 FCS playoffs. We're stepping aside again. Cats up 24-8 against Stephen F. Austin at the half. Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price for course materials for all Montana State students. Support students on and off the field by shopping the MSU bookstore on campus, in the sub, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, and 24/7 online at msubookstore.org. We'll step aside at the half. Cats up 24-8 over the Lumberjacks. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hey, Bobcat fans. If you're planning a building project, Builders First Source can help. If you're building a garage, a shed, a pole, a barn, or even an entire home, Builders First Source can assist with the design materials, delivery, and so much more. No project is too big or too small. Builders First Source expertise can transform your vision into a dream come true. Builders First Source is a leading supplier of professional-grade building materials and a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. Find one of 10 Montana locations at buildersfirstsource.com. And go Bobcats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Montana Farm Bureau. We are the farmers and ranchers who raise the juicy beef on your tailgate grill, who grow the wheat for your fresh burger bun, and who harvest the barley for the cold beer in your Bobcat koozie. We are the grassroots voice of agriculture, advocating for farmers and ranchers across our state. Farm Bureau is leading Montana toward a future with a prosperous agriculture economy and thriving rural communities. Join Montana Farm Bureau at mfbf.org and go Bobcats.
At Manhattan Plumbing and Heating, we are committed to being your trusted source for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs in Gallatin County. Proudly locally owned and operated, our skilled team has been providing exceptional service and expertise for over 2 decades. Whether service or new construction, we provide quality solutions for your home or business. If you need urgent plumbing repairs, efficient heating or cooling solutions, Manhattan Plumbing and Heating is here to help. Call us today at 406-284-4133 to learn why we are the area's most trusted and reliable choice. And go Cats!
Bobcat Football is brought to you by First Interstate Bank, built for you, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Ag West Farm Credit, grounded by tradition, inspired by possibility. This is Bobcat Halftime.
half of the Bobcats up 24-8 against Stephen F. Austin in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoff, trying to earn a right as the top seed left, with NDSU losing in the second round last week, to host a semifinal game next Saturday. All right, Leo, kind of a mixed bag. The Bobcats on the scoreboard look great, 24-8. You'd normally feel awesome about that, but that offense was a little sputtering there at times.
It was, and a lot of, uncharacteristic false starts this late in the season. You got to be able to dial it in between the ears. The snap count. You don't want to be jumping off sides.
Especially at home.
Yeah, especially at home when the crowd's quiet, and then also, too, you just want to be able to establish that run game. I know the Lumberjacks are great in their ground defense, but I know our offensive line is pretty decorated as well, and they know how to move guys when needed. So we got to be able to, like Coach Vegan said, get connected there between the running back room and the offensive line room, get back to what we know, and go.
Yeah, you mentioned the penalties, 6 penalties for 35 yards for the Bobcats. SFA had 3 penalties in that first half. They actually had like 10 penalties last week, so that did kind of hurt them. They were more limited today. But sure, we just talked a slightly negative, but come on. Lemson 17 of 20 for 188 yards in this first half with 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's going to get it done.
I wouldn't say negative. I say we kept it real, and that's one of the things that I love about this game of football. You got to be real and raw, and you got to attack your weaknesses just as well as hone in on your strengths, and one of our strengths is that ground game.
The scoring recap, Adam Jones, a 1-yard rushing touchdown, capping a 10-play, 65-yard drive. Adam Jones then a 21-yard touchdown reception, capping a 9-play, 58-yard drive. Miles Sanset hit a 47-yard field goal. Lubens Valson with his first career touchdown catches a 3-yard touchdown pass from Justin Lamson, and then Clayton Whalen catches an 11-yard touchdown pass from Sam Vidlak, and then they got the 2-point conversion after that, and that makes it 24-18 with the Bobcats in front at the half. All right, we got about 13 minutes to go before the start of the second half, so finish your drink and head back in. We'll take a break. Bobcats up 24-8 in the quarterfinals against SFA. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
If it's time to tailgate, it's time to hit Rosar's. Steaks, burgers, and brats are all waiting to get grilled from our meat department. But that's not it. Grab our scratch-made cookies from our bakery for the fourth quarter. And for post-game, make sure you pick up a handmade pizza from our deli. All the tailgate food groups, all from one stop. Your Bozeman Rosar's and proud supporter of the Bobcats. If you want it, it's at your neighborhood Rosar's.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Your fitness journey is your own, and at The Ridge, we're here to meet you wherever you're at with expert trainers, clean and spacious facilities, and amenities for the whole family. Fitness finally fits into your life. Whether it's lifting, swimming, playing, or just finding time to breathe, the Ridge Athletic Clubs are your place to grow stronger inside and out. Stop by one of our convenient locations or visit ridgeathletic.com to learn more. Bozeman Strong. Go Bobcats.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help tackle the our old roots clogging sewer line. Tools to fix. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Bobcats leading at 24-8 against the SFA Lumberjacks, the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. First Security Bank focuses on helping local businesses thrive. From loans to personal guidance, we're here to support Main Street entrepreneurs and hometown growth. First Security Bank, success together, member FDIC. All right, taking a look at the rest of the FCS bracket. I don't have an out-of-town scoreboard to look at today. There's only one FBS game this week. That's going to be Navy-Army tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock on CBS. And tomorrow, if the Bobcats do win today, you get to kick back and throw your feet up and watch 3 games. So the schedule for tomorrow, 10 a.m. on ESPN, number 12, Villanova at number 4, Tarleton State. Villanova hasn't won a Natty since 2009. Tarleton State has never won one. At 1:30 p.m. on ABC, number 3, Montana hosts number 11, South Dakota. South Dakota has never made a national championship appearance. Of course, Montana has titles in 01 and in 95. Then at 3 o'clock on ESPN Plus, the bracket buster Illinois State, which has never won a national championship, is at number 8, UC Davis, which has also never won a national championship. So 3 of the teams in the Elite 8 have sprung upsets to get here. And Leo, what's incredible is this is a Big Sky Conference that has 3 teams favored to make the semifinals. Now, you could have 3 out of the final 4 out of the Big Sky Conference.
Says a lot about the conference and the level of competition in the Big Sky.
Still a lot of work to do before that. We're also going to step aside. Plenty more to get to before we get to the start of the second half, which is about 8 minutes away. Bobcats lead at 24-8 against the SFA Lumberjacks in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Bobcats are leading it 24-8 against the SFA Lumberjacks, 2 teams that were supposed to meet last year, but SFA canceled the home-and-home series these 2 teams had. I know Bobcats wanted to get down to Texas for a lot of their Texas boys to play in their home state, but so be it. Bobcats overall leading this all-time series. 4 wins, 2 losses. This is the 7th meeting, all since 1992. Last time these 2 teams met was in 2013. So first time these 2 teams have played outside of the month of September. And for SFA, trying to get a hard-fought win on the road. This is an SFA program that's had some success. They kind of struggled last year, 7-5, 4-3 in conference. Sam Vidlak got hurt at the end of the year, did not play the last couple of games due to an injury, but they feel like they are on an upswing, and this is a program that this year winning a playoff game for the first time in quite some time, since 2014, and trying to find a way into the semifinals for the first time since 1995, when they actually lost to Montana in Montana's national championship year. They lost to Missoula that day 70-14. So they're trying to turn the tide and earn their 3rd berth all time into the semifinals. Meanwhile, for the Bobcats, trying to get back to the Final Four for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons. Cats leading it 24-8. We will take a break, and when we come back, we are ready for the start of the second half. Again, Bobcats 24, Lumberjacks 8 in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it with world-class equipment, group fitness, childcare, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bobcat Football is brought to you by Town Pump, the exclusive sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild. Builder's First Source, leading supplier of professional-grade building materials. And by DoorTech. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Now with the call of the second half, live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Galogly.
Bobcats trying to keep the season alive and punch a ticket into the Final Four of the 2025 FCS Championship Tournament. Bobcats have already eliminated the Ivy League champion Yale Bulldogs last week with a grueling fist fight that had a lot of emotion spilling over. Today, the Bobcat defense has forced 3 turnovers from SFA that has led to 3 scores for the Bobcats, but a late 8-point drive, converting a 2-point conversion by SFA, has grabbed some momentum back for the purple and white. We'll see if the Bobcats can push this thing across the finish line as we get set for the second half of play. Our broadcast all throughout the playoffs is presented by First Security Bank. Hey, love the Bobcats? Hire them. Post your part-time, full-time, and internship positions on hireupbobcat.com to recruit your fellow Bobcats. Go Cats, go. All right, we're about 90 seconds away from the kickoff of the second half. Montana State leads 24-8 after scoring 24 unanswered points to open up this game. Dan Davies, the third member of our team, down the field right now. All right, Dan, what do you want to see as the Bobcats get ready to start this third quarter?
Well, we need the defense to be a little bit more stellar here compared to that last drive when Stephen F. Austin took it up the field in about a minute and a half. So hopefully the defense made some adjustments here and is able to get a stop here on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, the Bobcats forced a fumble, an interception, then 2 punts after a 5-play and a 6-play drive, then another fumble on 1 play, and then they gave up the touchdown on the 6-play, 75-yard drive that went a minute 22. Leo, what do you want to see from the Cats here in the second half?
I want to be able to see a 3-and-out on defense starting off and then be able to establish that ground game. You want to keep your offense on the field and there's on their sideline. I know defense wins championships, and sometimes that helps your defense out to keep your offense on the field a little bit longer.
Bobcats ready to kick this thing away. Crowd still filtering back in after the halftime libations, and it will be SFA to receive the kickoff to open up the second half. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana, Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org and go Bobcats. All right, this is a very high-powered SFA offense, and it's the turnovers forced that has been the difference by this Bobcat defense. But you can't ask for much more than 3, so it's time to square up, bow up, and knock them back, ideally in 3 plays or less.
Yes, sir. I couldn't have said it better myself, Keaton.
Caden Dowler with an interception, and Ken Iden with not 1 but 2 strip sacks today. Zach Cruz and Carson Williams with the fumble recoveries. All right, here we go. We're ready for the second half with Montana State leading 24-8. Winner of this one gets the winner of Montana and South Dakota. They play tomorrow in Missoula at 1:30. Colby Froker will kick it away from left to right. A right-footed boot is in the air, in the end zone, hauled in. He'll take it out from about 6 yards back to the 5, to the 10, between the hash marks, cuts upfield to 15, breaks the tackle on the numbers 20, out of bounds at about the 25. This is an SFA team that has been very, very good in return yards this year. They've got one of the best return men who has not been in there today in Bugs Mortimer, but he's been banged up the last 2 weeks. All right, SFA on the way out onto the field, and it is Sam Vidlak, who's 12 of 20 through the air, 126 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception today. Oh, listen to this place.
Oh, got to dial up some heat. Turn up the volume, baby.
All eyes of the football world are right here under the lights. The only football game going on in the United States of America. Snap. Vidlak takes the handoff, throws far side, catches May, breaks a tackle. Bowler angled out of bounds. Got near that first down. They will mark him 2 yards shy. 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 at the 32.
Boy, he's got some speed to him. He's got a quick burst. He almost broke away there for that first down. Great job by Caden Dowler riding him out of bounds.
That's Derek Bowler, redshirt sophomore. Shotgun snap. Hands it off. Bottled up. Alec Eckert in there. Wraps up Terrell Wimbley, who hasn't done a ton today. He's their leading rusher, who came in 60 yards shy of 1,000.
Great job by Alec Eckert, just battling hard in the trenches. It's like 2 fat kids fighting in the phone booth. He wins.
3rd and 2. Big 3rd down. Snap. Vidlak fires. Harris makes the catch, and he's got the first down by a yard or 2. Now he knew right where the sticks were and then fell ahead out to the 37-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Vidlak and the Lumberjacks.
Vidlak, like I said earlier, he's got a cannon. He can get that ball from his hand to his receiver in 0 seconds.
Snap. Handed off. Wimbley cuts to his right, and Alec Eckert met him there again. Like 2 brothers who haven't seen each other in years, Eckert gives him a hearty hug.
Yeah, saying early Merry Christmas.
13:30 to go. We are in the 3rd quarter with the Bobcats up 24-8. Vidlak takes the snap, turns right, takes the handoff, rolling out to his right, throws down the right sideline, and Harris sliding in with a 2-hand catch, but we've got 2 flags on the play. Champ has arrived in the booth. Thank you very much, Champ. I really appreciate it. A water bottle.
And
keep the
player downfield. Offense number 6.
vocal cords clean and ready to go. Signed by Champ.
Spot.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, Champ. That's good stuff right there. All right, this will keep me hydrated. I like it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right, an ineligible man downfield. That takes a first down off the board for SFA. So that'll back him up behind the chain, 2nd and long.
For once, the flag goes our way tonight, Keaton.
4th penalty on the Lumberjacks. 2nd and 14. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw near side. Incomplete. He had some pressure in his face. Looked like that forced him to put a little extra mustard on that. Intended for Clayton Whalen.
He's probably got his eyes kind of cocked towards Kenny Iden. I know I would if I was back there. Where's number 11 at?
Iden in his 58th career game. 2 sacks today. He's up to 26 in his career. 3rd and 14. The Bobcat defense trying to get off the field. Just over 13 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Snap. Vidlak fires over the middle, caught the first down sticks, and brought down by Caden Dowler at the 45, 2 yards shy. Heck of a catch by Derek Bowler. They're 2 yards shy, and they will go for it here. They're bringing in their change of pace quarterback, Gavin Rutherford, who's kind of their red zone guy. So it's 4th and 2 at their own 45-yard line, and SFA is going for it.
Hold your water. Watch that hard count.
They're down 24-18, playing desperate. Man in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff, runs up the middle, puts his hat down, and the rugby scrum moves across that first down marker. SFA gets it. They keep the drive alive up to the 48-yard line.
They line up in a major heavy package. Our 4 down front did as best they can. They met hat on hat, trying to wrong shoulder some of the pulling guards. You got to be able to put your nose down and get underneath them and root hog them out.
12:05 and running in the 3rd quarter. This is the first drive of the 2nd half. MSU leading it 24-8. Vidlak takes the shotgun snap, turns left, hands it off, looking for room, and nowhere to go. Dom Solano was first on the scene, got a little bit of help as well. That was Richard Reese, the former Big 12 Freshman of the Year, and now in his 13th game here this year with SFA.
Guys, Talon Marsh on the bottom of that pile.
Love to see it. The Helena product. Zach Black in the middle there as well. Black was one of the 10 Bobcats that got his degree this afternoon. 2nd and 10, snap. They pitch it to the right side, looking for room, upfield to the 50, and popped. Oh, what a hit. That was Brian Meredith coming in and laying the boom against Richard Reese.
Bringing the lumber to the Lumberjacks.
No, that time Brian Meredith was the axe and not the lumber.
Well, he sure laid the stick, though.
Vidlak still in there, quarterback. They just brought in their change of pace for that 4th down. It's 3rd and 7. You assume it's 4 down territory again as SFA works at the plus 49-yard line on the right hash. Dime package for the Bobcat defense again. Cole Taylor, the lone linebacker. Snap. Vidlak looking left, looking over the middle. Flag flies, throw, pass, incomplete. Flag on the field near side the 50-yard line, right around the line of scrimmage. What do we got? If it weren't for the flag, it'd be 4th and 7, but looks like they are communicating to Coach Vegan. I think this is going to be on SFA. Could decline it if you wanted to go to 4th down. They are going to decline it, so it's going to be on the Lumberjacks.
Offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So instead of backing them up behind the chains and keeping it at 3rd down, they're going to have SFA face a 4th and 7 here at the 49-yard line.
4th and 7, they're going for it.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They're down 24-8. They're trying to score 2 straight touchdowns after scoring at the end of that first half. Vidlak takes the snap. Looking to throw, looking left, takes a deep shot down the left sideline for Wayland, and it's incomplete, but a flag. Carson Williams flag for pass interference, and that'll be enough to convert on 4th and 7.
Carson Williams had him covered up, but he didn't turn around. He impeded his path back to the ball.
Pass interference, defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Huge call. So they convert on 4th and 7 thanks to the defensive pass interference. We're getting another look on the video board right now. Oof, that's close. He didn't turn around. You don't necessarily have to turn around, but you said the key word, impeding somebody's path. Judgment call, and it goes against the Cats. 50-50 at best. Or at worst, I should say. 10:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Another 1st down for SFA. Snap, Vidlak throws to the slot near side. Harris makes the catch, turns upfield across the 20 and down to the 25 on the left hash. Another 1st down. 4th 1st down of this drive, and Lumberjacks are into the red zone. They've converted 2 fourth downs on this drive.
And they're playing with tempo. You need to do something to disrupt that tempo, get a hit on the quarterback, try to cause some kind of disruption.
Snap, handed off, running up the middle and through to the 15-10 and brought down. Jalen Jenkins to the 5-yard line. SFA knocking on the door here. First and goal from the 5, trailing 24-8. And the Bobcat is down and injured. And it's Taki Louis Lakepa.
For an injured defensive player. This will be a full immediate timeout.
So Taki Louis Lakepa is down and being attended to. Remember, he got hurt in week 1. And hopefully it's nothing serious. All right, we got to take a break. 9:52 to go, third quarter. Bobcats up 24-8 against the Lumberjacks. It's first and goal from the 5 for SFA on their first drive of the second half. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Your fitness journey is your own, and at The Ridge, we're here to meet you wherever you're at with expert trainers, clean and spacious facilities, and amenities for the whole family. Fitness finally fits into your life. Whether it's lifting, swimming, playing, or just finding time to breathe, the Ridge Athletic Clubs are your place to grow stronger inside and out. Stop by one of our convenient locations or visit ridgeathletic.com to learn more. Bozeman strong, Ridge strong. Go Bobcats.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Streamline your business finances. At First Security Bank, we believe in the power of small businesses. That's why we have created tailored products just for you. From free business checking to smart banking tools, we provide the help you need to succeed. Call a relationship manager today. First Security Bank. Success together. Member FDIC. Other fees such as overdraft, continuous overdraft, etc. may apply. See fee schedule for details. Bank rules and regulations apply.
Our playoff radio broadcasts are presented by First Security Bank. 9:52 to go, third quarter. SFA first and goal from the 5. Alec Eckert, Paul Brott trying to pump up this Bobcat crowd. Cats lead at 24-8, and SFA trying to punch it in on the first drive of the second half. Shotgun snap. Vidlak pitches it to the near side. Jenkins upended shy of the 5. That was Carson Williams coming in. That's a heck of a hit. He's giving up some size on that hit.
No, he did, but how do you stop a train? You take him out at the tracks. Great job hitting him low and keeping your feet moving through the hit.
Boy, confident move, and he went shoulder to thigh board. It's a heck of a hit. It was an unchained bulldog in Carson Williams, man. Second and goal from the 5. Snap. Hand it off. Jenkins looking for room. Hit at the 2, carrying the pile for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, SFA. And they're going for 2 again.
Yeah, this 2-point conversion is a big deal right now at this point in the game, guys.
Trying to make it a 1-touchdown game. So right now, SFA down by 10. They're basically trying to string together 3 straight touchdowns and 2-point conversions to try to tie it up. It's 24-14. And another opportunity here for the Bobcat defense to get a stop after that 14-play, 76-yard touchdown drive over 6 minutes. They've had a lot of long touchdown drives this year.
Be careful of that backside receiver sneaking across the edge of the goal line.
Getting a stop here makes it a 2-score game. They get in at potentially a 1-score game. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap. Vidlak surveys, rolling to his right. Still looking along the line of scrimmage. Now throws, and that is incomplete. That's a huge stop. 10-point lead instead of 8, and the Bobcats still have a 2-score advantage. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State football. Bobcats leading 24-14 against SFA with 9:04 to go in the third quarter. The Lumberjacks just scored on a 14-play touchdown. Let's step aside, 14-play touchdown drive. Let's step aside again. Bobcats 24, Lumberjacks 14, 9:04 left in the third quarter. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Looking to build something solid and long-lasting? Look no further than Fortified Building Solutions in Belgrade. Whether you need metal roofing, siding, buildings, or pole barns, we've got you covered. And whether you are a seasoned contractor or first-time DIYer, you can count on our personalized service and support from beginning to end. Visit us in Billings or Belgrade or at FortifiedBuildingSolutions.com and start building today. That's FortifiedBuildingSolutions.com. Proud supporter of the Bobcats.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Intermountain Health, with 2 clinic locations in Bozeman, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. 9:04 to go, third quarter. Montana State leading it in the quarterfinals, up 24-14 against SFA. Keaton Globally alongside Leo Davis. Dan Davies is down on the field right now, and Dan, it's going to be the first offensive touch for the Bobcats. This is going to be a massive drive as SFA has scored 2 consecutive touchdowns.
Yeah, no question about it. The Bobcat offense needs to have a sustained long drive and hopefully ends up with some points here on their opening possession here in the third quarter.
You know, Leo, the turnovers forced by the Bobcat defense, it's great, it's fun, but in some ways it can feel a little like fool's gold when you have that bigger lead, and it can kind of cover up maybe some of the deficiencies the Bobcats have had at times on offense.
No, you're absolutely right, but there's 3 phases of the game with special teams, defense, and offense, and ball security is the main theme for all 3.
Justin Lamson today is 17 of 20 through the air, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. Here's the kickoff. Oh, they try a squib. They tried to bang it off one of the Bobcats. It's caught on a hop by Lencioni at the 20 to the 25, 30, stays on his feet to the 35. So it was kind of a hybrid onside kick they tried there, where it was a squib, but they tried it to the near side. That feels like they were just trying to bounce it off a Bobcat as SFA continues to play desperate.
Yeah, it was trying to find somebody slipping. But you don't sleep on special teams. Head on a swivel at all times. Take what it comes to you. Great job by Rocky making a heads-up play, giving us some great field position to start out with.
Bobcats on the ground today, 20 carries total for 27 yards. That's 1.4 yards per carry. When does this Bobcat ground game get going against the team that has been number 3 in the nation in rushing defense? Julius Davis is the running back. Snap. Hands it off. Davis looking for room. Hits the line of scrimmage in the pile. Moving forward. And they do get that rugby scrum up to the 40 or 41-yard line. So about a 4 or 5 yard gain, second and medium.
Got to be hard-nosed up front. Got to get 3 yards of push. Let Julius Davis do the rest of the work. Get 5 yards on that one.
Justin Lamson has the longest run of the day for 12 yards, but he officially has 0 rushing yards with the negative yards due to sacks. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left of the line. Davis motions out of the backfield. Snap. Lamson looking to the near side, and it is caught by Dane Steele. Breaks the tackle at the 50, down the numbers 40, 35, 30, down the right sideline to the 25, and tackled out of bounds. Dane Steele slipped his man at the 50 and scampers an extra 30-plus yards into the red zone for the Bobcat offense.
That was a big-time play. Brings the momentum back to the Bobcat side of the football as we encroach and get inside that green zone. You got to score, put points on the board. Great job by the offensive line, giving Lamson time to step up into the pocket and deliver a missile.
Lamson over 200 passing yards on the day for the 5th time this season. It's over 3,000 in his career. 2 receivers to the left, Two tight ends tight to the line on the right side. Dowler in motion left to right. Oh, and somebody flinched. The Bobcats are incredulous that it was SFA that got him to jump. Well, let's see what the call is.
False start, offense, number 89. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
If you have water in your basement or cracks on your home's walls, the name to know is Groundworks, the official foundation repair of Montana State Athletics. And another penalty by the Bobcat offense in the red zone. Starting to get habitual here, Leo.
Yeah, it is. You got to fight adversity in games like this, but you don't want to create any more for yourself like they did thus far.
8 penalties for the Bobcats today. Dowler and Long to the right, Steele to the left, Davis the running back, Province the tight end left of the line, motions across the line to the right side next to Cedric Jefferson. Here's the snap. Fake the handoff throw on the slant. It's knocked down, caught by Lamson, and then he takes it up to the 21-yard line. Lamson just caught his own pass, and he does pick up a yard. Not bad.
No, I'm making something out of nothing.
Okay. So up to the 21-yard line. Did gain a yard, catching his own pass. Steele and Woods to the left, Long to the right, 0 tight ends, Dowler and Davis in the backfield, with Dowler on the right hip, Davis on the left hip. Shotgun formation on the right hash. Here's the snap. Lamson standing tall in the pocket, now scrambles up the middle along the right hash and gets inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 12 for this Bobcat offense now, again in the red zone, but kind of struggling when they get closer to the goal line despite a 24-14 lead.
Somebody in that front 5 needs to step up and establish that line of scrimmage. I'm looking for Titan Fleischman, JT Reed to really hone those captain and leadership positions.
Wasn't a ton of pressure there. It was like Lamson ran out of reads and saw a little bit of space up the middle that kind of collapsed quickly. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Lamson looking left. He throws for the end zone. That ball is tipped and incomplete. That was some good coverage back there. And it's incomplete into the end zone. Jaden Johnson, a heck of a play back there. He got turned around, was playing the football.
Yeah, it was a great one-on-one battle there in the corner of the end zone.
But once again, the Bobcats get into the red zone. Ball maybe slightly underthrown. And now they will attempt another field goal here, up by 10. Still be a 2-score game if this thing goes through, but it'll be a 2-touchdown game. 37-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, hold is down, kick is up. It's got the leg, plenty of distance, and it is good. Sandstead with a pair of field goals. Some good coverage there. SFA got very close to getting their hand on it, but Miles Sandstead
on the field.
A 36-yard field goal to cap a 6-play, 45-yard drive. So Miles Sandstead having a nice day today. He's connected on a 47-yard field goal and a 36-yard field goal. All right, let's step aside with 6:07 to go in the third quarter. Montana State leads 27-14 over the SFA Lumberjacks in the quarterfinals of the 2025 FCS playoffs. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Being healthy means something different to everyone. For some, it's pushing limits. For others, it's just showing up. At the Ridge Athletic Clubs, we're here to support all of it with world-class equipment, group fitness, childcare, aquatics, and space to recover and recharge. This is your place to be. Strong, happy, connected, and confident. Visit ridgeathletic.com or stop by our 2 convenient locations for a tour today. The Ridge, proudly Bozeman strong for over 20 years. Go Bobcats!
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
6:07 to go in the third quarter. These two teams trading scores to open the second half. It's the Bobcats 27, the SFA Lumberjacks 14. Colby Froker kicking it away from left to right, end over end into the end zone, and another touchback. That's also becoming habitual. All right, SFA leads the offense out onto the field. They have moved the football. They had a long touchdown drive. That lasted about 6 minutes to open the third quarter. Dan Davies, our man down the field right now. Dan, what do the Bobcats need to do to be successful on the defensive side?
Yeah, they just got to disrupt that Stephen F. Austin offense. They've kind of had their way with the Bobcat defense the last couple drives.
Bobcats do have 3 sacks today, 2 from Ken Iden. Iden's out there now, along with Talon Marsh, Zach Black, and Hunter Parsons. Shotgun snap, 1st and 10. Vidlac looking right, takes a shot now over the middle, dropped. Oh, that's a big-time break for the Bobcats. Derek Bowler caught that in stride at the 45-yard line, and it just fell out from in between his arms.
Right in the breadbasket. Again, Vidlac just steps up and delivers a ball right on target. Man, a heck of a gunslinger and a competitor in that guy.
That hit him right in the belly button. So instead of 1st and 10, approaching midfield, it's 2nd and 10 at their own 25. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left in a shotgun formation. Snap, Vidlac looking, throws deep down the right sideline, incomplete. Looking for Kylan Harris with the nickel, Taden Gray on coverage down that right sideline, and maybe had just a little too much on that, although Gray also had good coverage.
Yeah, great, tremendous coverage, and our defensive front, they're getting pretty close to getting home. You got to be able to wish it for them right here on this big-time 3rd down situation.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. 5:56 to go, third quarter. Bobcat defense looking for their first 3 and out. It's 3rd and 10. Snap. Vidlac throws over the middle. Knocked free and incomplete. Neil Daly at the 50-yard line with the coverage. He got up and knocked it away.
Great job on.
How many plays has Neil Daly had at that over the middle on a deep center route? He's been breaking it up all season.
That's impressive stuff against the wide receiver, Jordan Neighbors.
Neil Daly looking like the Magic City athlete he is.
Cats missed him last week against that ground and pound Yale Bulldogs squad from a week ago. So the Cats defense gets their first 3 and out of the day with 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Snap for the punt. Spiraling kick is away. Dollar calls for the fair catch and hauls it in at the 33-yard line. When you choose First Security Bank, you get modern convenience like secure, easy e-statements without losing the personal care that makes our community strong. First Security Bank, success together. Member FDIC. 5:43 to go, third quarter. Bobcat offense coming out on the field up 27-14 against SFA in the quarterfinals. Leo, that was a massive 3 and out for the Bobcat D.
No, that was a big-time stop in a major way. Now the offense has to get rolling and keep the show going. Get into the red zone, but also score. You can't stop once you meet the red zone.
2 field goals, 3 touchdowns for the Bobcat offense today. Empty backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Now Davis motions into the backfield out of a tight end spot. Jones in motion from right to left. Snap. Handed off. Davis up the middle. Met right the line of scrimmage. He does fall forward, but Xavier Potts was right there to meet him in the gap. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 at the 36.
Yeah, this front 7 from Stephen F. Austin, they're really stout. They're fast and they're physical. They watch film, and there's a reason why they're in quarterfinals.
And that's Potts, who's a little banged up.
For an injured defensive player.
So Potts is down on a knee right now. He was the one who met Davis in the hole, and now he's laying down on his back. Stop by your local Jersey Mike's restaurant today with 2 locations in Bozeman. Look no further than at Jersey Mike's for your sandwich cravings. Jersey Mike's, an official partner of Montana State Athletics. So they're checking Potts out here. 5:26 to go, third quarter. Bobcats up 27-14. Winner of this one gets either Montana or South Dakota, the Coyotes, who were up here last year for the semifinals. The Bobcats won that game. It was an incredible game. Bobcats pulled away late. Tommy Malott had that dribbling touchdown where he dropped the snap, picked it up, hurled over a guy, and got into the end zone. Dollar had that opening touchdown. Will the Bobcats get another opportunity in the semifinals again to try to head down to Nashville this year?
Got to finish this one first.
right now leading, and they've led for the entire game. They scored the first 24 points in this contest. They gave up an 8-point touchdown, including the 2-point conversion at the end of the half. And then they gave up a touchdown and got a 2-point conversion stop in the third quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 at their own 36 for the Cats. Snap, fake the handoff. Lamson hit as he throws, and it's caught by Jabez Woods. Oh, they're calling that a fumble. I think it's going to get overturned, and now a tackle. So Jabez Woods went up, got 2 hands on it. As he was coming down, it got knocked out. They call it a fumble initially. They're going to take a look at this. I would be shocked if this stays as a fumble. He never really got his feet down onto the turf. I don't think he made any football moves. You definitely let that fumble play out.
On the field is a completed pass for a catch. Fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Stephen F. Austin.
So I'm sure they're going to take a look at this here. Coach Vegan's talking to the officials. Taking a look at the replay again. Okay, he did get his feet to the turf. The official was to the backside, though.
The previous play of a completed pass and a fumble recovered by the defense is under further review.
So I think this is going to get overturned because it got into his hands, and then it immediately got jostled. He never totally had it. He did take 2 steps, but at no point did he have, I think, full control. Yeah, that thing is still moving. And the official was on the backside, so he saw the 2 steps. So I can see why the official called that, but in my opinion, I don't think he ever had full control over that, even though he took the 2 steps.
No, he tried to get it in. He's juggling it right there.
Yeah.
Takes a second step, and it comes out.
And it wasn't even actually knocked out by the SFA defender.
No.
Would have been a heck of a catch. He was kind of in the middle there between 2 guys. So we'll see what the call is. Obviously, it's a massive call, but looking at it both live from our angle and up on the monitor, I think this is going to be overturned. I don't think he ever had control of the football at any point.
No, but that was a great read by Justin Lanson. They sent Reddick to go man up and with Caden Dowler in motion in the backfield. They're trying to really key in on that wheel route, that swing route. Left the middle wide open. So great read by Justin Lamson with his pre-snaps.
This also may be one of those ones that takes a little longer to get right because you got to double check the clock because you're going to have to reset the clock for when that ball hit the ground. Yeah, it's going to be close. All right, here's the call.
After review, the receiver did not complete the process of the catch. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down at the previous spot.
So you may understand why the official made that call because he was at the back, and from that side, it looked like he took 2 steps. But so incomplete, and that'll make it 3rd and 8.
The Bobcats have had difficulty playing ahead of the sticks tonight. This is a crucial 3rd down situation for the O-Show.
At their own 31-yard line of the right hash, and SFA's offense has really started to click. Now, the Bobcat defense did just record their first 3 and out of the day, but still, SFA has moved the football. Shotgun snap. Lamson surveys. He fires over the middle. Incomplete. Where's the flag? No? There it is.
2 of them.
Yeah. Dowler got hit before that ball got there by the safety. It's contact made. Easy call. Tough as a linebacker and safety, though, when you're trying to time that football up.
Yeah, you want to be able to get a big hit and also make sure the ball does not get caught.
So it should be a 1st down. SFA is going to feel like they've had a couple calls go against them, but that was pretty black and white.
Oh, that was.
Waiting for the official call.
Pass interference, defense, number 38. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic, 1st down.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. Dan Davies, our man down the field right now. And Dan, boy, this is a helter-skelter moment here with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's a little bit herky-jerky, but
Lamson hands it off. Jones cuts back to his right. He's got a little bit of room. Turn the corner along the numbers to the 40, 35, 30. Down the right sideline, Adam Jones angled out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. The first big run of the day. Bobcats had recorded just 36 rushing yards before that long-range scamper.
Great job by Cedric Jefferson just being able to ensure that cutback lane. Washes the defensive end down. Leaves it wide open on the sideline for the Missoula Bobcat to prance on down.
Now the Bobcats once again in the red zone trying to convert and get a touchdown. They have 4 scores on 5 trips to the red zone, but 2 of those have been field goals.
You got to finish and pay dirt. You got to get 6 on the board.
2 touchdowns on 5 trips to the red zone for the Bobcat offense. Snap. Lamson Fakes the handoff, looking to throw, fires over the middle, and it is caught by Hunter Province inside the 5 as he's twisted down. Markham at the 2, the SoCal tight end. Heck of a snag, his second of the day.
Great job by catching a contested ball. He was covered up pretty well, but he's got a big body and a major catch range.
Steal to the outside right, along with Dowler in the slot. 2 tight ends, Province and Lencioni on the right side of the line. Adam Jones is the running back, first and goal from the 2. Jones on the right hip of Justin Lamson. Snap. Keeps it on the read and bottled up at the 5. Man, oh man. Credit to this SFA defensive line. They have been one of the more stout fronts the Cats have seen all year. Second goal from the 5.
Guys, that might have been a give.
Yeah.
Should have gave that one.
For Lamson, just not clicking on all cylinders like we're used to seeing. He's had such a terrific year.
He just needs to loosen up, take a deep breath, and believe in himself. Show that true competitor that we've seen all season.
His numbers are still good. He's 20-25 for 246 yards. Second and goal from the 5. Shotgun snap. Lamson keeps on the read, rolling out to his right. He turns the corner with a football, going for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Bobcats. And Justin Lamson outruns everybody from 5 yards out for the rushing touchdown. His 12th rushing touchdown of the season. Cats up 33-14.
There's that confidence we love seeing.
Oh, yeah. That's just what the doctor ordered, Dan.
Yeah, you got to get 6 there. There's no question about it. Now, Sensted's out for the PAT attempt. That's a huge touchdown right there.
All set up by the 40-yard rush by Adam Jones. Setting up the PAT. Johnson with the snap. Froker with the hold. The kick by Sandsted is up and good. Sandsted stays perfect today. The Bobcats now lead it 34-14 over the SFA Lumberjacks with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. 6-play, 66-yard touchdown drive over 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Second rushing touchdown of the day for the Cats, Adam Jones and Justin Lamson. And for Lamson, another day in which he has recorded a rushing and passing touchdown. He has now done that in 8 of the last 9 games. I don't want to feel like we've been too harsh on Lamson. He's had such a high standard throughout the year. We certainly have seen some very good things there, including that decision to run that football in.
No, and he shows that true competitive nature and his toughness, being able to step up in the pocket, take some hits all season, deliver the hits when running the ball.
It's also approaching 3,500 career passing yards with his effort today. 20 of 25, 246 through the air. Lamson now with that 5-yard rushing touchdown. 3:04 to go, third quarter. Bobcats kicking it away with a 20-point lead. That one, the goal line, taking it out to the 5, to the left hash of the 10, and he's stopped. Seth Brock in on the stop.
Great job by our kickoff coverage. Pins him deep inside, marking a ball there at 13. Make them come out of the Sonny Holland end zone with their wild and woolly student section. Just graduated, school's out, time to have fun.
The semester is over. It's all football here. And now this Bobcat crowd coming back to life. It is time to stop this thing out. Snap. Vidlak surveys, looking, fires over the middle, caught by Harris at the 25, and tackled by Taki Luila-Kepa, who's back in there after he went out with an apparent injury earlier. Nice to see Taki in there, and a quick silencing first down up to the 26-yard line for the Lumberjacks.
Got to stay patient. You got to bend, but don't break on defense. You want to stop the bleeding, though. You want to disrupt it as much as possible.
Snap. Fakes the handoff, throws far side, caught at the 30-yard line, looking for room on the numbers, nowhere to go. 3 Bobcats were there on the stop, up to the 32-yard line, second and medium.
Got to get home. They're going to be working the edges a little bit more, trying to keep their tempo.
Snap, handed off, running up the middle into that line of scrimmage, moving the pile up to the 35, and that'll set up 3rd and 1. That was their number 1 running back, Jarrell Wimbley, first team All-Conference in the Southland this year, as SFA went 8-0 this season in the Southland Conference. 3rd and 1 at their own 35. 1:50 to go, third quarter of the clock running, and the Cats up 20. Snap. Vidlak wants to throw the screen, now does, and it's hauled in. Boy, double clutch that as the Bobcats looked like they were about to sniff it out, but they do convert. Bugs Mortimer makes the catch and picks up that first down. He looks banged up, though, favoring that left arm, but he's staying in there.
Yeah, Sam Vidlak, he just does a great job making such a quick decision.
1st and 10 from their own 40. Vidlak takes the snap. Looking left, looks over the middle now. That is thrown and caught by Harris. Takari Carr was there on the coverage. Hit him as he was making that catch, but still, heck of a snag.
They're a prolific offense for a reason. They do a great job spreading out the field. Vidlak does a great job reading his keys, taking what the defense gives them, and delivers missiles left and right.
Full line change on the D line. It goes Parsons, Black, Marsh, and Iden on the Bobcat D line now. 1st and 10 at the 49 and plus territory. Snap. Vidlak rolling to his right. Throws incomplete. Had a man open as he was throwing on the run. And it was intended for Jordan Neighbors again, the senior from Rockwell, Texas.
That's the beauty of having depth and decoration on the defensive front. You can go ahead and swap guys in and out, platoon them, 4 for 4, pick up where you left off.
2nd and 10, 49 and plus territory. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Shotgun snap. Vidlak hands it off. Wembley up the middle, breaks to the line of scrimmage to the 40, near side numbers 35-30. He's got a chance to go to the house down the left sideline. 15-10, 5, touchdown. A 49-yard touchdown run by Jarrell Wembley. And SFA not done yet. 34-20 with a PAT pending. They're going for 1 here.
Great job by Stephen F. Austin, beating to the edge. They start up the middle, kind of over pursue. That's a problem with having an aggressive
ruling
defense.
On the field of a touchdown is under further review.
Didn't think he stepped out of bounds. Looked like he was pretty clear the whole way.
Yeah, it might have been where Caden tried to get him around the legs there, about the 2 or 3. I can't tell.
Taking a look at it now. Oh, yeah, that left foot maybe almost did step out. You're right where Dowler dove at his ankles. So huge call here. It'd still be a big run, but I mean, the more time it takes for them to score, the better. When you're up right now 34-20, but a touchdown could be coming off the board.
Also a great chance for the defensive coordinator and every operating unit underneath to be able to get a little pep talk if it does come back.
Looking at another replay here. Yeah, I think that left foot may have touched the sideline. They are slowing it down in slow motion. And yeah, to me, I don't see any green grass between the white shoe and the white sideline. And we're about to get the call now.
Right about the 4-yard line.
Yep.
After review, the runner stepped out of bounds with the ball at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
At First Security Bank, we know it's about more than banking. It's about supporting local families, businesses, and the places we all share, because when our community grows, we all grow. Member FDIC. Big call. 31 seconds on the play clock. Bobcats still up 34-14, and it's 1st and goal from the 6 for SFA.
You're still in control on defense. You got to make them earn it. You got to pin your ear back and just go.
Snap, hand it off. Jenkins up the middle, and he meets Caden Dowler at the 3, spins, dives, and he's in. Touchdown SFA. The overturn call doesn't change much. And this Lumberjack offense, which averages 36 points per game, now trails 34-20 with a PAT on tap.
Great job fighting. He just wanted it. Great job by that offensive line, just getting an initial push. You design it perfectly. Meet one-on-one with the alley player, which is Caden Dowler.
8-play, 87-yard touchdown drive over 2 minutes and 48 seconds. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 2-score game. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and the PAT is good. 34-21, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Dan Davies, our man, down to the sideline right now. And Dan, look, you got to give this SFA team a lot of credit. They have not bowed under pressure in this one.
They are showing a lot of will here to not give this thing away or give up on this game, without a doubt. But they are such a potent offense, and quarterback has done a great job for Stephen F. Austin, moving the ball up and down the field.
Bobcats at one point led 24-0. They've been outscored 21-10 since. Sky isn't falling, though. You're still up by 2 scores, approaching the fourth quarter with the football.
Correct, Keaton, but that's a lot of time in the life of football games. Yeah. A lot can happen in 15 minutes. You got to just be able to take a deep breath, quit shooting yourself in the foot with penalties, get ahead of the sticks. You know what to do. You know the keys. You've played a lot of football this season. Just time to let it fly and let it go.
And can the Bobcats get this ground game going? 40 of their 78 total yards today came on one rush by Adam Jones on the last drive. Jones has 5 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. Julius Davis, 11 carries for 23 yards. Even with that 40-yard scamper, the Bobcats are averaging 3 yards per carry today. Kickoff from right to left. It's another squib kick. Bouncing around, caught by Lencioni at the 20-yard line, angling to the far left side of the 30, and upended on the left hash mark. So SFA playing around a little bit. And a little extracurricular activity, unflagged. And the Bobcats will take over at about the 30. Bobcats are winning time of possession here, 25.5 to 19.25. Biggest difference today, the 3 takeaways by the Bobcat defense in that first half. That led to 21 of the 34 points.
Got to play ahead of the sticks. And if you find yourself in a third down situation, you got to convert.
Lencioni and Steele to the left, Dowler to the right. One tight end left of the line, Julius Davis, the running back, as the Cats start this drive at their own 31-yard line on the left hash. One man in motion, snap, handed off, Davis up the middle, gets through a couple of tacklers at the line of scrimmage, cuts back to his left, gets to the 35-40, he's alive! Julius Davis down the left side, numbers to 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Bobcats! 69 yards, and a flag flies at the 5-yard line. Davis was waving at the defender at his back. Are they going to take this off the board for taunting? Boy, he broke 3 tackles around that line of scrimmage. And he came out of that mess with the football. Going down that left side numbers, turned. Oh, he didn't wave at anybody. He had his hand up. He did not wave. Now, live, it looked like he turned and kind of waved and taunted. He never actually fully looked back. He put his hand
During
up.
the run, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 32. That 15-yard penalty being forced from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down, Montana State. That'll be the end of the third quarter.
It looked like he had his hand up. He never fully turned. He didn't move his fingers like it was a wave. He didn't ask for more, and he's running into the end zone.
32's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
He never actually turned fully and looked at the defenders behind him. To me, bad call. Let's take a break. We're heading to the fourth. The Bobcats in the red zone again. Touchdown taken off the board for what is they called. That certainly will garner many questions. Bobcats 34, SFA Lumberjacks 21 as we head to the fourth. You're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. The Bobcats leading 34-21. They've got the ball at the 20-yard line. Julius Davis with a touchdown taken off the board after a taunting call that he got hit with at the 5-yard line as he was heading into the end zone. Would have been a 69-yard touchdown run. Said it's still a long rush. So some of this, some of that, and you do imagine after the viral moment Julius Davis had last week, the officials are on high alert. That is something that sometimes happens, and tough call going against the Cats.
Almost definitely. You just don't want to give him any reason.
Yep.
And like I said, he wasn't taunting. He wasn't trying to give the Tyreek Hill deuces or anything like that. He was kind of pre-celebrating that easy walk into the end zone, but it wasn't easy. He had to break 3 tackles at the point of attack, cut back, squeeze through a couple of defenders. Great job by Julius Davis and the want-to he has.
All right, well, calls the call, and a little glass half full, glass half empty. Dan Davies, our man down to the sideline right now. Dan, that's now 2 big runs we've seen from this Bobcat ground attack here in the second half.
Yeah, they're finding a couple seams here, and it would appear that they're starting to wear down this Stephen F. Austin defense a little bit.
104 of the 142 rushing yards by the Bobcat offense today have come on 2 rushes. A 40-yarder by Adam Jones and a 64-yarder by Julius Davis. So the Cats start the fourth quarter with the football at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 on the left hash, leading 34-21. Snap. Lamson hands it off to the sweeping Dollar, running to his right, bouncing to the outside of the 20, and turns upfield near the 15. And 2 Lumberjacks bounced off each other, and one of the Lumberjacks is hurt. And now he gets back up, but he is limping. And he's trying to jog back over to the other side.
We have an official's timeout for an injured defensive player.
He is up and on the move, though, over the near side. Might have been one of those things you hit your kneecap against something hard. All high school athletes know that pain.
Yeah, all too well. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. He's hitting his chest like that with his hands above his head right now. Friendly fire sometimes it just it sucks, but it's part of the game.
So Bobcats setting it up. That was a 4-yard gain. That was not an easy gain by Taco Dollar. Remember, this is a SFA team that has allowed fewer than 17 points per game. Man in motion, right to left, snap. Lamson hands it off. Adam Jones bouncing to the outside at 15, 10, down the numbers 5, lowers his shoulder and powers across the goal line. Touchdown, Montana State. Adam Jones, a bruising 16-yard touchdown run.
So what happens when we leave the gate open? Stud Horse is going to get out. Great job by Dane Steele blocking over there on the far pylon to allow Adam Jones just to creep on in.
All right, Dan, I think the Bobcat ground game is rolling again.
Yeah, without a doubt. Dane Steele and Rocky Lancioni, great job on the perimeter blocking, as you guys said.
Bobcats lining up the PAT. They're up 40-21 with 14:36 to go in the fourth quarter. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good from Miles Sandstead. So a 3-play, 69-yard touchdown drive that lasted 40 seconds, and the Bobcats on the 69-yard touchdown drive racked up 84 rushing yards. So it was the big penalty that bumped him back, but good work from the Bobcats on the ground, and now all of a sudden 162 rushing yards today after they had really struggled against the stout run defense of SFA.
No, great job being able to get it done. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to find that rhythm. And once you find it, you can't let it go.
Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. Such a sweet serenading sound that Go Cats Go, echoing around Bobcat Stadium, which would love to host one more game next week in the Final Four. Colby Froker approaches the football line, drive squib kick, scootering along the right hash, and it's picked up at the 5-yard line, working on that hash, up to the 20, cutting back to the near side, looking for room, stays on his feet, but only for a moment. Takari Carr grabbed his shoelace, and then I think it was Coulter Petrie that grabbed the rest of him.
I can see why they're so deadly when it comes to the return game.
Now you're starting to wonder, looking at some body language here, Leo, you wonder if the Bobcats are starting to get under the Lumberjack skin. That time the Bobcats were really, they were turning and running away, and SFA wanted to kind of chase them back across the field.
It's getting chippy. That's what it is in this game of football, such as in life. People want to talk. You just got to turn the other cheek, smile, and wave, baby.
Bobcats hoping to make it back into the semifinals again. Up 41-21, 14-27 to go, fourth quarter. Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff, throw, far side of the screen. Caught by Mortimer out to 25 and slips out of bounds. He is out at the 29-yard line, second and medium.
I know Carson Williams was hoping he would have stayed in bounds just a little bit longer.
What a high standard it has been for the Bobcats. Up by 20. Snap. Little bobble, holds on, throws far side, caught at the sticks, and Whalen breaks a tackle down the left sideline. Dollar just barely got him out of bounds at the 45-yard line. SFA not done yet. With just under 14 minutes to go in the game. Over 300 yards for Stephen F. Austin today.
Hats off to them. They're competitors. They want it just as bad.
No doubt.
But your open field tackling, you got to hit, wrap up, and keep the feet driving.
Shotgun snap, handed off, running up the middle, and swallowed. Bryce Greeby was first on the scene. Many others were there as well, stopping Jalen Jenkins in his tracks. Youngster up on the video board with a cowboy hat, fired up. There's a whole generation of Bobcat fans that have been incredibly inspired to bleed blue and gold over the last 5 years. Snap, Vidlac hands it off, Jenkins up the middle, and is down across the 50 to the 49. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Big third down right here, right now. It's getting testy. They got a little tempo. You got to be able to stop the bleeding, bow up, and get a stop.
Snap, throw the screen. Mortimer makes the catch in the backfield, makes one man miss, makes a second, and now finally dropped. Taden Gray puts him home. He broke 2 tackles but gained no more yards. He loses a yard on the play, and it is 4th and 5.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't do it again, or whatever George Bush said that one time.
And a timeout called by SFA.
Timeout, Stephen F. Austin. They're first of the half. This will be a full media timeout.
Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for all Montana State students. Support students on and off the field by shopping the MSU Bookstore on campus in the sub at Bobcat Stadium on game days and 24/7 online at msubookstore.org. We're taking a break. Bobcats trying to put this thing on ice. 12:31 to go, fourth quarter. Cats 41, Lumberjacks 21. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you, from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. 12:31 to go in the ball game. Bobcats leading 41-21. 4th and 7 for SFA. So they go to work at their own 48-yard line. Bobcats trying to get off the field and make it feel like you can start making plans for next weekend. What an atmosphere. What a place. What a corner of the world at Bobcat Stadium on 11th and Kagi in Bozeman, Montana. The Bobcats playing the lone football game across America. They lead by 20 in the quarterfinals. Snap. Vidlac fires deep down the right sideline for Harris. Knock free and incomplete. Seth Johnson got there, got a mitt, and he was the fly in the ointment to break that thing up.
Got a flag right here.
That's out over the middle. See what this is. SFA's moving like it's on the Cats. Didn't seem like it was on the play, and the pass break up on the right side.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 6. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
So they get a fresh set of downs. It was Bryant Meredith with the face mask. Tough play. A lot of times that's just one of those things kind of happens by accident. Tough play for a kid who has really played some terrific football over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Just don't want to put your hands nowhere near the head or the face of an offensive player at any moment, especially as a defensive lineman. You get a lot of hands to the face when they're in their pass rush, trying to make their long arm moves.
10 penalties for 85 yards against the Bobcats today. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation on 1st and 10 for 36. Snap, throw to the near side. Buller makes the catch, but he is knocked down immediately. Seth Johnson, a sure-handed tackle. They do pick up a couple yards. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 to 31.
Great job by Johnson, just immediately getting out of his break.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 running back. Snap, take the handoff. Vidlac backing up under pressure, rolling out, and just throws it out of bounds. Got it back to the line of scrimmage. He was out of the tackle box, and Dom Solano was in on the pressure.
That's one of the ways to disrupt the tempo and the high potent offense that we see with Stephen F. Austin. Getting shots on Vidlac, even though that wasn't very physical, that's going to start to add up as time starts to crunch down.
3rd and 5, the 31-yard line in plus territory for SFA that has to have a score here, down by 20. They tried a hard count. Bobcats held their water. Vidlac gets a change from the line from the sideline. Now he's ready to go in the shotgun formation. Snap, turns left, hands it off. Jenkins up the middle, breaks off a tackle, and then runs through Taden Gray. And he picks up the first down, and Taden Gray just took a shot, and they're going to need to come check him out. That did not look good. He squared his man up.
Officials timeout for an injured defensive player. This will be a full media timeout.
We're going to take a break. Best wishes here to Taden Gray, a new father, and he took a heavy hit there. And they are checking him out now, laying on his back at the 25-yard line. We're going to step aside, 11:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Bobcats up 41-21 against the SFA Lumberjacks. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Your Montana Chevy dealers, home to powerful trucks like the legendary Chevy Silverado. With 9 trims and 4 powertrains to choose from, you'll find the perfect blend of capability and efficiency that's right for you. Plus, for a long day of towing, Silverado offers advanced camera tech so you can feel confident every mile of the way. From hitching to driving to parking. Test drive the Chevy Silverado and check out current offers at your Montana Chevy dealers. Proud sponsors of your Montana State Bobcats.
Would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. 11:45 to go, fourth quarter. Cats up 41-21. Taden Gray took a big hit. He did get up and walk off under his own power. Looked good coming off the field. Didn't have any help walking off, so hopefully everything's okay there with a guy who has, in many ways, been a linchpin to this Bobcat defense. Ryan Meredith in at the nickel spot. Takio Luila-Kepa out at the safety spot. And it's 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for SFA. Crowd doing what they're supposed to. Even in a 20-point game, this place is still packed to the gills. 1 receiver left, 3 bunched up to the right side, including a tight end. Now Harris in motion, right to left. Snap. Bidlack fakes the handoff, throws to Harris over the far side. Oh, and he dropped it. In and out of his hands. He had room. Carson Williams was getting blocked. It didn't look like there was any help on the outside.
No, there wasn't. He definitely got reached.
Officials timeout for an injured defensive player.
And Paul Brott hobbling off. He's got a banged up ankle. He's been playing through a boatload of pain for really about a month now. Yeah, he is limping off, favoring that left ankle. Nearing the end of his career, just trying to keep all the ligaments and bones and everything together for at least 2 more games.
That's what duct tape's for.
That one's going to hurt for a long time, well after the playing days are over. 2nd and 10 for the 24 on the right hash. Bidlack takes the snap, hands it off. Jenkins looking for the hole, and he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Cole Taylor got him at the ankles, and Takio Luila-Kepa got him around the chest.
Hey, if you can't get it done yourself, it's good to have backup. And Taki's one hammer, man. He's going to put his nose into anything, no matter if you're 5'5" or 6'5". Great job by this Bobcat defense.
And it's that swarming, gang-tackling defense that we're starting to see a little more of now. 3rd and 10 at the +24 for SFA. Snap. Surveying. Bidlack throws over the middle. Caught by Harris. Oh, and he bobbled it and then caught it again. And it's a 1st down inside the 15. Mark him at the 12. It's the 2nd time he's caught the football and then had it shot out of the air.
Kind of yo-yoed that ball, didn't he?
1st and 10 at the 12. 10:30 to go in the game. Every second that ticks off is in favor of the Cats. You figure a touchdown will lead to an onside kick at some point for Stephen F. Austin. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Snap. Bidlack fakes the handoff. He throws for the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag. Carson Williams got his hands tied up with the receiver guarding Whalen that was in the end zone. It's going to put him down to 2.
Got caught up in a hand fight.
That ball was in the air while he really had the hands on him and was moving him around. Now, the officials are talking about it. You wonder if maybe they were going to call holding before that ball was in the air. Well, now one of the other officials streaking in to add his 2 cents.
And a 4th.
All right. Maybe this isn't as clear-cut as we initially thought it was. 10-10 to go in the game. Cats up by 20.
Pass interference, defense, number 9. Foul occurred in the end zone. Ball be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic 1st down.
All right.
Way too many penalties today.
That's the 11th.
You got to be able to clean it up if you want to continue to play.
1st and goal from the 2.
Bobcats have made some mistakes today. They're still up by 20 right now with 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. Snap. Fake the handoff. Rutherford up the middle. Hit. Stopped. on his feet, and he's in. Touchdown, SFA. Hey, that was Gavin Rutherford, the change of pace quarterback, running that in for the score.
It almost looked like Neil Daly was trying to make a hustle play and, bring him down and knocked him into the end zone.
Yeah, he got stood up initially. It was actually Eckert that came in from behind. Yeah, Daly was in there on one of the initial stops. So 41-27, PAT pending, 10:05 to go.
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review.
All right, they're going to double check this thing. I thought he was pretty well in, unless they wanted to say his forward progress has stopped. Dan Davies, our man, down on the sideline right now. Dan, kind of big picture. Yes, the Cats are up 41-27, but in a lot of ways it feels like they maybe have not played well enough today, where if they were playing a Montana or a championship game where they would be in as comfortable a spot.
Yeah, it's a tough spot, no doubt about it. But Stephen F. Awesome, they're no quit in the Lumberjacks. The Bobcats have got their hands full here with 10:05 left in the game. It's certainly not over. It's a lead, but it's not as comfortable as it could be.
Especially with the way this SFA offense has played throughout the year. Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. Visit us at northernstatesfishingtools.com to learn more. Go Cats. Also, Real Milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. So 10:05 to go in the game. Cats up 41-27. They're reviewing this touchdown. Leo, to the point Dan just made, feels like if the Cats played this type of game against a Montana or South Dakota next week, it would not be a similar situation.
No, not at all. With the penalties, with the third down conversions, and with having difficulty really trying to sustain drives and kind of eat up that clock, even though we're still winning the time of possession.
The touchdown is upheld.
Defensively, we're giving them, first downs a couple times with our pass interference, but offensively, we're kind of moving ourselves back. There's no way we should be kicking a deep field goal when we got down to the 3-yard line in the red zone. So those little crucial mistakes are going to come back to haunt you.
10:05 remaining in the ball game. SFA looking for the 1-point PAT. Snap, hold down, kick up, and it is good. That completes the 12-play, 77-yard touchdown drive over 4 minutes, 31 seconds. So did force them into using some time there. And now we'll see if they go for an onside kick when we come back. 10:05 to go in the fourth. Bobcats up 41-28 against SFA. You're listening to Bobcat Football presented by Learfield.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality care and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit williamshomes.com.
Streamline your business finances. At First Security Bank, we believe in the power of small businesses. That's why we have created tailored products just for you. From free business checking to smart banking tools, we provide the help you need to succeed. Call a relationship manager today. First Security Bank. Success together. Member FDIC. Other fees such as overdraft, continuous overdraft, etc. may apply. See fee schedule for details. Bank rules and regulations apply.
Your Montana Chevy dealers, home to powerful trucks like the legendary Chevy Silverado. With 9 trims and 4 powertrains to choose from, you'll find the perfect blend of capability and efficiency that's right for you. Plus, for a long day of towing, Silverado offers advanced camera tech so you can feel confident every mile of the way. From hitching to driving to parking. Test drive the Chevy Silverado and check out current offers at your Montana Chevy dealers. Proud sponsors of your Montana State Bobcats.
10:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Bobcats leading 41-28 against the SFA Lumberjacks. It's the Big Sky champs against the Southland champs. Both teams on 11-game winning streaks. SFA will kick this away from left to right. They're going to kick this thing straight up. Approaching the football, ready for the boot. This one a line drive. That one carries well out of the back of the end zone. The Bobcats will start at their own 25. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State football. Keaton Galogly alongside Leo Davis. Dan Davies down on the field. 10:05 to go, fourth quarter. 41-28, Montana State leading. And it's Justin Lamson leading the Bobcat offense out there with the tight end on the right side of the line. 3 receivers to the left side, and Adam Jones shifting to the right hip. Snap, handed off. Adam Jones up the middle and falling forward across the line of scrimmage for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. That was a heavy collision there inside the pile. The Bobcats now 162 rushing yards today against a team that allows fewer than 90.
They sure got their work cut out for them. You still want to play with a major sense of urgency. This game is nowhere in the clear. You want to try to get as many first downs as possible and eat some time off the clock. Finish with this drive with some points on the board.
2 receivers right with a tight end. 1 receiver left. Adam Jones, the running back. 2nd down snap. Lamson stands tall, now rolls out to his right, still looking downfield, now tucks the football across the 25-30 down the right sideline and powers over a man for the first down. Up past the 35 to the 36-yard line. There's the bruising Justin Lamson. Bobcat fans know and love.
Yes, it is, and it's even better, too, with our receivers. When they know that Lamson's getting out of the pocket, they turn and abandon their route and start to block downfield, which sprung them with that first down. That's good selfless teamwork on the edge, especially by Adam Jones and Mr. Hunter Province.
Bobcats have only had 2 drives of over 4 minutes long today, and one of those ended with an interception. 8:50 to go and running in the fourth quarter. Dollar in motion right to left, snap, handed off. Adam Jones finding the hole up the middle of the 40, and he's tackled at the 45. You can hear the crowd building with anticipation. He had one man to beat, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Kai Thomas slow to get up.
For an injured defensive player.
The steer wrestler from Elkhart, Texas, which is right near SFA in East Texas. Bobcats set up 2nd and 1 at their own 45. Thomas walking off there, favoring that left arm. Leo, great opportunity here for the Bobcat offense. A lot of options at 2nd and 1 at their own 45.
Playbook's wide open. Great job by the initial push. You got to be able to keep playing fast and physical up front. You got to be able to dominate at will. It's kind of been hard. I know we've got about 182 yards rushing on the ground, but still, you want to be able to just kind of lull them and just put them to bed.
100 of those 182 came on 2 rushes. 64-yard run by Julius Davis and 40-yard run by Adam Jones. 3 receivers to the right, 1 tight end to the left. Shotgun formation with Adam Jones as the running back on the right hash. What do the Cats do here? They're going to keep letting that clock wind down. They got 20 seconds on the play clock. They're going to be able to snap this under 8 minutes to go. JT Reed hasn't touched the football yet. All right, now with 10 seconds on the play clock, they get set, ready to go. Shotgun snap. Fake the handoff, pump the throw, standing tall, now scrambling out of the pocket. Lamson across the line of scrimmage, protecting that football, and he picks up the first down shy of the 50. Out to the 48-yard line. You can see the 2-arm running this time. Lamson had 2 fumbles lost last week.
Yeah, ball security is major, and you learn from your mistakes the week before, carry it over to the next week, and you want to keep that competitive edge, but ball security is the name of the game.
Chris Long to the right. Dollar and Steele to the left. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Julius Davis back in there in a pistol formation. Lencioni, the tight end, left of the line. From the chin to the Bobcat head logo. Oh, a Bobcat jumps. Lencioni's arguing that it's something SFA is doing. They have been called for that once. Oh, look out. One of the D linemen for SFA just exploded toward the refs. That's not something you generally want to do. Let's see what the call ends up being. Waiting and waiting. Here it is.
Delay game defense, disconcerting signals. Defensive player clap. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
So now it's 1st and short, or 1st and medium, I should say. So 1st and 5, 2 receivers right. Tight end left of the line, make it 3 receivers right. You get to set it up here. 7:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Cats up 41-28. Just want to lean on that clock as much as you can now.
Yeah, you do. You want to keep your foot on the gas, too, and keep cruising this thing.
All right, Cats set this thing up. They're into plus territory up to the 47-yard line now. Davis shifts up to the left tip, making a shotgun formation. Reed snaps to Lamson. Handed off. Davis cutting up the middle, across the 45, falling forward. 1 yard shy of the first down marker. 4-yard gain to the 43, 2nd and 1.
He picks up 4 on the play.
Oh, he's a workhorse, and I love to see it. He's still got that fire. It's more imperative right now as it starts to get more chippy as time winds down. You got to keep your composure. It's always that second man that gets caught.
Yep.
You don't want to initiate it either. All eyes are on you, and everybody in the nation can see what goes on right now. So you want to keep it tight between the ears.
Davis, as he was getting up, the linebacker didn't let his leg go, so he was pulling his leg up as Davis was standing up, and that was causing some frustration there for the 7th-year man out of Wisconsin. Dollar in motion, snap, handed off. Davis up the middle, powering for the first down. Gets to the 41 after a 2-yard gain. Another first down for the Bobcats. A golf clap from the Bobcat fans as we tick under 6 minutes to go in the game, up 41-28 for the Cats. Try to head to the semifinals. I'll tell you what, Dan Davies, our man down in the field. Dan, really impressive the way the Bobcats were running into that brick wall in the ground game, and now it's finally opening up in the second half.
Yeah, I just think Stephen F. is just wearing down a little bit. This physical offensive line for Montana State is starting to implode their will against the Lumberjacks.
SFA has actually run more plays. They've had 68 plays. The Bobcats have run 60 plays, but I think Dan is right, especially at this elevation. Dollar in motion, snap, handed off. Julius Davis cuts back to his left along the left hash and goes down at the 36. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5, and just grounded and pounding. This has been all rushes on this drive so far.
That's what we love to see. And that's the Bobcat team we know and love. Now we want to see more of it. Too much of the cardiac cat syndrome been going on in this game. And for those that don't know, back in the day, that's what we used to call them. They'd always keep us on our heels, and they would find a way to pull it out. But no need to test anybody's tickers this close to Christmas.
Cap tip to this Don Joy Mafia. What a journey it has been for this Bobcat offensive line, weathering early injuries and coming together as one of the great units in the league. Snap. Hand off to Jones on the read. He breaks through down the middle of the field to 20, 15, 10, 5. Tackled at the 2.
Adam Jones at the right.
Oh, and Adam Jones is up. Okay. Dane Steele initially was signaling for the trainer. Jones, he went down hard and went down with his forehead first, but he is walking off the field, shaking out that right arm. He's okay. Yeah, he's all right. Landed more on his shoulder than his face.
Adam Jones picks up a first.
All right, another big run by Adam Jones. And now you bring in Julius Davis, the evil of the Twins.
That was a major hole by Titan Fleischman and JT Reed. No, not JT Reed. Cedric Jefferson.
Oh, yeah. Cedric Jefferson, the right tackle. And a timeout called by Coach Vegan as that play clock was winding down. It's Braden Zimmer out of Billings West, the redshirt freshman at left tackle.
Montana State.
Burke Bastel, honorable mention, all Big Sky this year.
Second timeout.
The 4th-year junior out of Red Lodge, JT Reed, the 5th-year man out of San Jose at center. Honorable mention, all Big Sky. Titan Fleischman out of Pocatello, first-team all-conference. And Cedric Jefferson, the 3rd-year sophomore, playing in his 28th career game. Honorable mention, all Big Sky. That's the Don Joy Mafia that has been leaning on top of this SFA squad today.
Highly tested, highly decorated. They know how to get it done against some of the best. We played against a lot of great defensive lines. Today, especially the Stephen F. Austin defensive line, they're no joke. They're very as tough and as physical and as fast as we've seen all season. So hats off to the Don Joy Mafia and the Fat Cats, baby.
The Bobcats, after that slow start, 230 yards on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 from Adam Jones today. Of course, he had 4 rushing touchdowns in the quarterfinals last year. 6 touchdowns to that playoff run that ended 3 points shy in Frisco against the Bison. 1st and goal from the 2. Cats up 41-28. Snap. Lamson hands it off, and Davis met at the line of scrimmage. And a late flag. 50-50, kind of had his momentum stop. They started to rip him back, and that's when they blew the whistle, and then he got kind of slammed into the turf. Let's see what they want to do with this call here. They are discussing it now. This drive has already lasted over 6 minutes, and that is exactly what the Bobcats needed. Here's the call.
After the play's over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. That penalty enforced half the distance to the goal line from the dead ball spot, automatic, first down.
All right, first down again. Ball remains at the 2. Penalty happened at the 4. This is what you want, just a slow, quiet, bruising finish. Almost feels like a sleepy finish a little bit away, but for those ball knowers out there, they know.
Oh, yeah, they know. They know for sure.
9-play drive, all rushes at the 2. Snap, Lamson sneaks it up the middle, and he pushes it forward a yard. Let's do it again. That'll be second and goal from the 1 as this clock ticks under 3 minutes to play as they unshuffle the deck of men all scattered around at the 1-yard line.
Oh, yeah. You got to be tough playing in the trenches to get rolled up on. Feet, ankles, knees. Hands getting places where they shouldn't be.
It's a lot of limbs tied in knots. 2:50 remaining. Clock continues to wind. Second and goal to go. Montana State trying to put the cherry on top. This will be the 10th play of the drive. They've all been rushes. From under center, Lamson takes the snap, hands it off to Julius Davis. He runs into the mass of humans at the goal line and stopped at the 1 again. Lamson under center there looked like he had his foot stepped on, potentially by Reed. He was kind of stumbling as he got that handoff off.
Playing for pride, Stephen F. Austin is doing. They're stout. They're not. There's no quitting them.
Get us to the 2-minute warning, guys.
Yes, it will. So we are heading down to the 2-minute warning with the Bobcats up 41-28, trying to put this team to sleep. All right, we're at the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Cats up 41-28, trying to put the icing on this cupcake and head to the semifinals. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Looking to build something solid and long-lasting? Look no further than Fortified Building Solutions in Belgrade. Whether you need metal roofing, siding, buildings, or pole barns, we've got you covered. And whether you are a seasoned contractor or first-time DIYer, you can count on our personalized service and support from beginning to end. Visit us in Billings or Belgrade or at FortifyBuildingSolutions.com and start building today. That's FortifyBuildingSolutions.com. Proud supporter of the Bobcats.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
The values that built this state are the same that forged Montana State University in 1893 and molded our agricultural landscape. At Montana Farm Bureau, we stand for those same ideals of grit, hard work, determination, and individual freedom. Montana Farm Bureau is the trusted grassroots voice, shaping policy to safeguard Montana agriculture and cultivating a prosperous network that invigorates rural communities. Your Farm Bureau membership is an investment in keeping Montana, Montana. Join us today at mfbf.org and go Bobcats!
We're in the quarterfinals. The Bobcats hoping to host one more playoff game next week. Up 41-28 with a 2-minute timeout. It's third and goal from the 1-yard line. Dan Davies is down by that 1-yard line, and here we go, man. What a moment, what a drive. It's going to be the 12th play of the drive, and they've all been run plays.
Yeah, how about the way to finish this off? This drive started at the 10-minute mark, I believe.
Yep, you're right.
Guys, and to burn already 8 minutes.
Yep.
So getting in here is not that big a deal, just burning more clock. Another 6 or 7 points would be fine, though.
11 rushes on this drive, 2 penalties accepted. And it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal from the 1. Time for this Don Joy Mafia to push this thing across. Rocky Lencioni and Luvens Valson, along with Hunter Province, are the 3 tight ends. Taco Dollar out to the right side, and Adam Jones back in there after coming off a little slowly after another long run. 229 rushing yards for the Bobcat offense today after they had, I think it was fewer than 50 in that first half.
No, it was. This Lumberjack defense kind of had their number there in the first half for sure on the ground game.
Lamson under center on the left hash. They need 1 more yard for a touchdown. Now they move some men in motion and a flag. They had 2 guys in motion. Both Jones and Dollar were running, so there was some sort of miscommunication.
False start, offense, number 80. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, remains 3rd down.
So Valson, who caught his first career touchdown today, has the false start.
Still
3rd and goal from the 6. That is penalty number, well, we'll see if this is updated. It's either 12 or 13 for at least 100 yards.
Way too many for my liking.
Get them out of your system now. All right, now out of the shotgun, 3rd and goal from the 6. Snap, Lamson rolling to his right by design, throws low and incomplete. He had Dollar open at the 5, but chucked it into his ankles, and Lamson frustrated with himself, hands on his hips, walking off the field. With 1:56 to go in the ball game, the Bobcats will run the kicking unit out. Miles Sanchez had a great day, 2 field goal makes so far from 47 and 36, and this one lining up near PAT range, although on the left hash.
And into the wind. Those flags at the top of the field goal post, man, they're almost sticking straight out in his face.
This is a little bit of a tricky one. 23-yard attempts with the wind and on the left hash. Snap, hold is down, kick is up, and he got it. That field goal is good. Bobcats, a long drive, over 8 minutes long, 13 plays. It ends with a field goal, leading 44-28 with 1:52 to go in the ball game. The Bobcats getting ready to kick this thing away as this one now on ice. And what a drive. Didn't end in a touchdown, but, man, impressive stuff from the O-line and the ground game.
Oh, most definitely. But we got to be able to get those yards when we need them most in the red zone there.
Bobcats have made 8 trips to the red zone, but have also settled for 3 field goals out of that and 1 interception. Bobcats are going to feel like they come out of the first 2 weeks of the playoffs with some things to clean up. Doesn't get any easier, either South Dakota or Montana next week. Bobcats ready to kick it away from right to left. Approaching the football with a right-footed kick. Line drive. And dropped at the 5, then picked up, moving up to the 10, then to 15 inside the numbers, and stopped shy of the 20. And the Bobcats on the cusp. We've been real about things. It has obviously not been a perfect game. 12 penalties, 100 penalty yards against Montana State. But at the end of the day, they've got 44 points up on the board against a defense that allowed fewer than 17 per game this season.
No, you got to be able to be proud about that. There's some things definitely to clean up, but still, heck of an effort by the O-Show. Really kind of riding on the backs of those turnovers from the defense, those key takeaways. And it's been a kind of a back and forth type of game. You got to be able to, once you get that little snowball going, you got to roll it into a whole snowman.
Snap on first down. Vidlak under pressure, eludes one, now throws as he's hit. It's incomplete, intended for Whalen over the middle at about the 25-yard line. And, boy, he looked like Frogger back there dodging traffic.
Or Dan on the sideline dodging some of those plays.
Yeah, no doubt. Ken Iden with 2 strip sacks today. And Caden Dowler with another interception. He's got a pick in 5 straight games, 6 total interceptions. Vidlak gets a change from the sideline on the near right side. 1:42 to go in the game. It's 2nd and 10 with the Cats up 44-28. Snap. Vidlak looking near side. And he is hit and dropped again. It's a hat trick for Kenneth Iden IV. Timeout, SFA. And Ken Iden, the former Bozeman Hawk, up to 27.
Stephen F. Austin, they're second of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout. Game clock operator, please put 136 on the game clock, 136.
27 career sacks for Ken Iden, playing in his 58th game on his graduation day.
Like I said, how do you want to be remembered? You want to be long remembered or soon forgotten? And Kenny Iden's going to be a name people are going to know around his campus and around his state for a very, very long time.
Boy, what a performance. He's got 3 of the 4 sacks for Montana State today. Jakari Carr did earlier today get credit for a half sack. That's his first of his career. He teamed up with Zach Cruz. 3rd and 17 from their own 11 with 1:36 remaining in the ball game. Vidlak changing something at the line. That's up 44-28. Snap. Vidlak rolls out to his right by design. Now under pressure at the goal line. Stops and gets rid of it. That pass is tipped. Caught by one of the linemen. Then he dropped it, and then he fell on it at the 15-yard line. Don't know that he caught that football. It may have been more about the football catching him, and now 2 flags fly at about the 10-yard line.
Well, he can't catch it.
Right. Now, it was tipped, though. Does that change it, though?
If it's tipped, yes.
So I think it had been tipped.
There is no foul for illegal touching. The ball was tipped.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down.
It's the right tackle, Weewoo, who made the catch. Fourth and 17. Cole Taylor get credit for a forced fumble there, too. Punched that thing out. 1:21 left. Clock running. Cats need one more stop. Vidlak takes the snap. Under pressure. Bottled up and stopped. Zach Cruz and Hunter Parsons met at the quarterback. And Montana State, once again, will be heading back to the semifinals for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons, with a chance to go down to Nashville and start a new era of FCS championship football. Cats up 44-28.
Please put 1 minute and 8 seconds on the game clock. It'll be 1st down, Montana State.
19,807 here this Friday night. What a stretch dating back to 2019. The only year the Bobcats have missed the semifinals was in 2023 with that block PAT against those Bison. Of course, no 2020 season, didn't play in the spring. The Bobcats line it up to take a knee. They'll need 2 snaps here. Lamson under center, takes the snap, puts the left knee in the turf. We'll do it again. Leo, this is a golden age of Bobcat football to be heading back to another semifinal. Their 5th since 2019.
That seems to be the standard. There's just one box left for Coach Vegan to check. It's that elusive national championship, but you got to take it one game at a time, and you got to take it one play at a time.
Heading to the semifinals for the 7th time in program history. Again, 5 of those over the last half-decade. Now the Bobcats, one final snap. Lamson takes it, puts the knee in the turf, and that will do it. We got plans next weekend. The semifinals are coming back to Bozeman. It was a little touch and go early. 3 turnovers forced. Kenneth Iden IV with 2 strip sacks. And the Bobcats close it out with a 44-28 win against SFA. Bobcats with 12 straight wins head to the semis against either Montana or South Dakota. We're taking a break. Cats win it 44-28, and they're on to the Final Four of the 2025 FCS playoffs. You're listening to Bobcat Football, presented by Learfield.
Montana is built on strong, vibrant, healthy communities. From our smallest towns to our largest cities, Stockman is committed to taking care of the people of Montana. Every employee, customer, and neighbor matters to us. That's why our donations stay in Montana to work for Montana. From keeping the Friday night lights shining to supporting the prosperity of Montanans, we don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
Montana Farm Bureau. We are the farmers and ranchers who raise the juicy beef on your tailgate grill, who grow the wheat for your fresh burger bun, and who harvest the barley for the cold beer in your Bobcat koozie. We are the grassroots voice of agriculture, advocating for farmers and ranchers across our state. Farm Bureau is leading Montana toward a future with a prosperous agriculture economy and thriving rural communities. Join Montana Farm Bureau at mfbf.org and go Bobcats.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the building. Remember, Bobcat fans, you shop at MSU Bookstore. All proceeds from your purchase go directly to for Montana State students.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of accessories for your game needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Looking to build solid, fortified building solutions, buildings or barns. And whether you're a seasoned contractor or first-time DIYer, you can count on our personalized service and support from beginning to end. Visit us in Billings or Belgrade or at FortifyBuildingSolutions.com and start building today. That's FortifyBuildingSolutions.com. Proud supporter of the Bobcats.
Hey, Bobcat fans, if you're planning a building project, Builders First Source can help. If you're building a garage, a shed, a pole, a barn, or even an entire home, Builders First Source can assist with the design materials, delivery, and so much more. No project is too big or too small. Builders First Source expertise can transform your vision into a dream come true. Builders First Source is a leading supplier of professional-grade building materials and a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. Find one of 10 Montana locations at buildersfirstsource.com. And go Bobcats!
At Manhattan Plumbing and Heating, we are committed to being your trusted source for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs in Gallatin County. Proudly locally owned and operated, our skilled team has been providing exceptional service and expertise for over 2 decades. Whether service or new construction, we provide quality solutions for your home or business. If you need urgent plumbing repairs, efficient heating or cooling solutions, Manhattan Plumbing and Heating is here to help. Call us today at 406-284-4133 to learn why we are the area's most trusted and reliable choice. And go Cats!
Bobcat football has been brought to you by Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, Ag West Farm Credit, grounded by tradition, inspired by possibility, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. This is Bobcat Postgame.
The golden age of Bobcat football continues with Montana State heading to their 7th all-time semifinal appearance and their 5th in the last 6 seasons played. Keaton locally alongside Leo Davis. We'll hear from head coach Brett Fegan and Dan Davies in a moment. Cats win it 44-28 in the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. Cap tip to SFA. Sam Vidlak really embracing a hug here with one of his coaches as his career comes to an end. He's had a heck of a career with Stephen F. Austin. And first and foremost, Leo, a lot of guys having their careers come to an end. They'll take those shoulder pads off and never put them on again. It's an emotional night for a lot of players.
No, it is. And it brings me back to my memories and when we, lost in the quarterfinals.
Hey,
it's one of those. It's
yeah,
tough.
Go ahead, Dan.
I'm sorry. Hey, Coach Fegan said he'd like to just visit right after he meets with the team.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. So you just jump in. They're in the locker room now, correct?
Yeah, they're going in right now.
Great. You just jump in whenever you get them coming out of that locker room. Leo, we're sitting here talking now, and yeah, man, emotional for sure for a lot of guys.
No, it is. You put everything you got into the program, into this game. Blood, sweat, and tears. You sacrificed a lot. You got to go to school. You got to do the hard things that other students got to do. Plus, you got to study film. You got to work out. You got to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. So a lot goes into this game of football. Hats off to those seniors who played their last game in front of us here. What a heck of a stage. And hats off to Stephen F. Austin, man. They came to play. It definitely did.
Yeah. And for the Bobcats, 27 rushing yards in the first half. That's it. 27 rushing yards. They rack up 258 in the second half. Really impressive stuff for Montana State on the ground. And man, oh man, that was a tough thing to see. Or excuse me, 200 in the second half rather. But that was a tough thing to see with Montana State struggling to run the ball, and it finally broke open in the second half.
It did, and that's the type of thing that at the championship level, every team playing this time of month, they're all in a hunt for the same thing, the same goal, the same prize. And you just got to keep whacking away at that oak tree 10,000 times and it'll finally fall. Even though as tough as an oak tree is, you keep hitting in that same spot repetitively. Eventually something's going to break.
That really did feel like the Cats were just taking a sledgehammer to a cement wall, and it was bouncing off that wall, putting bees in their hands. And what did? They stuck to it. Nobody ever doubted that they would, but it was Adam Jones that broke out for a 40-yard rush in the second half. Julius Davis had a 64-yard rush, and then it was on. The Bobcats had an 8-minute drive to close this thing out, similar to what they did in the Montana game where they had that long 7-minute drive to finish it. That right there is Bobcat football.
It really is, and it's the game of football as well. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And he's got to keep trusting the process. You got to have a sense of urgency, but you have to trust all the work that's been put in, the scheme of things, and just run your plays.
We are going to hear from Dan and Coach Vegan in a second. They're in the locker room right now. Dan is going to jump in when Vegan is done. Take a look at the numbers. Adam Jones, another 100-yard rushing day today. That's his third of the year, and he's now done it in back-to-back games. Before last week, he had only 3 games of 50 or more yards. And now he's got back-to-back 100-yard games, and in 6 career playoff games, 451 rushing yards and 8 rushing touchdowns. He had 2 more today, 9 carries, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. 9 carries, 114 yards for Adam Jones, who also had a receiving touchdown today. He was the Bobcats' leading receiver with 5 catches, 46 yards, including that 21-yard score. So heck of a day. That's 3 total touchdowns for Adam Jones in a 44-28 win.
And he shows up in big ways when it comes to playoffs, especially quarterfinals and semifinal games. So it's going to be excited to see him keep rolling on that steamroller come next week.
That is 31 career touchdowns for Adam Jones now. And that is some impressive stuff. And he was the guy, he had like half of the first, 20 or so touches in this game.
No, he did. The workhorse. He's a stud horse, if you ask me.
Justin Lamson, 20 of 26 through the air, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, did throw an interception, but 77% completion, and also had a couple of key runs in this game. Credited for 16 yards, a rushing touchdown from 12 yards out as well. Wasn't perfect. Did seem like he played tight at times, but at the end of the day, he got this thing done. Everybody is behind him. He is a terrific quarterback, and he has all the skills necessary to lead this Cats team to the promised land.
No, most definitely. I know we probably sound pretty critical on him, but that's just because he's that competitor, and he showed us so much throughout this season. We can kind of get a good judgment of where he's at from up here, but nonetheless, hey, it's not how you start, it's how you close the thing out, and he did it in a tremendous way. I know we kind of made that 8-yard drive or that 8-minute drive on the ground, but that comes from the signal caller, and that's Justin Lamson all the way.
And part of the reason the Cats only had those 27 rushing yards in the first half is SFA was selling out for that. I mean, you got to kind of take what the defense gives you, and he was making good decisions, even with that late interception.
No, he was, and he definitely saw a window of opportunity. He took it, and they were able to come up in a big way with the INT. So it just comes with the game of football. He's got to, good play, bad play, on to the next play, and just keep rolling away, baby.
Here are the receiving numbers. Look at how this ball was spread around today. Adam Jones, 5 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown. Dane Steele, 3 catches for 68 yards. That was the most receiving yards by anybody. Dowler had 3 catches for 38 yards. Lencioni, 2 catches for 29. Province, 2 catches for 20. Chris Long, 2 catches for 19. Jabez Woods, 1 for 22. Justin Lamson had a catch today off his tipped pass, so one of his completions was to himself. And Leuven Spalson, the second-year freshman, with his first career touchdown. Tough catch. Back of the end zone in a goal line situation, had a man draped over him. That was a heck of a catch. Always fun to see those career firsts.
No, it is, especially right here, calling it with you, my man. That's special for sure.
Caden Dowler led the way with 8 tackles. Kenny Iden was the man, the myth, and the legend today on the defensive side. Iden had 3 tackles for 3 sacks, including 2 forced fumbles. That is as big a stat line as you can get as a defensive player.
I was just waving down there to former teammate Donnie Toodle of mine out of Big Fork, Montana.
For Iden now, the 3 sacks. He's up to 27 career sacks and 4 career forced fumbles, and he did it all in his 58th career game. So we've got semifinal playoff football here at Bobcat Stadium next week. Go ahead, Dan.
Got Coach Fegan right here. Congratulations. Graduation today and a victory here today. What a special thing, not only for your team, but these seniors that graduated.
Yeah, pretty complete day. We were out there at 8:30 taking a picture in front